landscape, the entire festival circuit.
We're going to draw 75 to 80,000 people to an Indian reservation in the middle of Florida on New Year's 1999. No one's ever heard of us. We're going to do it anyway and have it work. This is our path. We're going to follow it. We don't care where it leads.
The Baker's Dozen, a different show every night at the world's most famous arena. Not a single song repeated. I beg everyone to find me a band who could do that.
Welcome to Long May They Run.
Listen and follow this podcast for free on the iHeartRadio app. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts all in one.
Trusted Black News.
The Black Information Network. The Black Information Network on iHeartRadio is next.
A legal battle has erupted in Metro Atlanta, Georgia, over a state voting law that critics argue removes crucial political information from local ballots.
Happens here.
The Justice Department is investigating Arizona State University's DEI practices. The DOJ will review whether the university's policies led to illegal discrimination.
If it's 24/7 news you can trust.
Minnesota Republicans are under fire after recently holding a moment of silence for George Floyd's murderer, Derek Chauvin. It's the Black Information Network.
BIN News this hour, I'm Terry McCready. A measure aimed at limiting President Trump's Iran war powers passed the House and received 4 yes votes from Republicans. Florida's Black Congressman Byron Donalds was not among them, but he believes the president will have the war settled soon.
He's not one for long-term military engagement. Even when this thing started, even some people were thinking, oh, it's going to be World War III. I'm like, then you don't know Donald Trump.
Candidate for governor says that negotiating with Iranian leaders is tough because they believe in Sharia law, which allows them to use deception to gain their ultimate objections. The War Powers Resolution is not expected to be signed into law by Trump, even if the Senate approves it. Meanwhile, Trump says the U.S. will win the Iran war one way or another.
We're going to win on paper or we're going to win military. One way or the other. It's going to be militarily or on paper.
Trump shrugging off questions yesterday about the war dragging down Republican chances in the midterm elections, again saying other U.S. wars have lasted a lot longer. He then touted positive things going on while the war continues, including a record stock market. His comments come with conflicting reports about the progress of U.S.-Iran peace talks. The DOJ is suggesting a federal judge decide whether to disqualify herself from a Georgia voter rolls lawsuit by a government-imposed deadline or face the possibility of being ousted by an appeals court. The emergency motion filed this week by the DOJ Civil Rights Division Assistant Attorney General urges U.S. District Judge Eleanor Ross to make a decision by June 12th. The filing cites the discovery of the judicial misconduct on her part that has already delayed litigation. Georgia's Republican Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger has been reluctant about the administration's demands for a full and unredacted statewide voter registration list. The DOJ is pursuing a criminal probe of Fulton County and the 2020 presidential election. Motions to dismiss for failure to state a claim are pending, and Ross called off a hearing this week, saying she would not rule until she decided the DOJ's disqualification motion. Niger's President Abdurrahman Chani met this week with Turkish President Recep Tayyip at the presidential palace in Ankara. They discussed bilateral relations and regional issues ahead of a joint press conference. Erdogan emphasized a commitment to fostering closer ties across Africa to achieve equal partnerships and mutual respect. The two leaders also signed several agreements with higher education and establishing a joint economic and trade commission among them. It was Cheney's first state visit outside of Africa since taking power in a military coup in 2023. Stay informed, stay connected, and subscribe. Follow VIN News this hour wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Terry McCready for the Black Information Network.
Here's what's trending this hour. The Justice Department's Judgment Fund may provide an alternative route for January 6th rioters to be paid. It comes while the proposed anti-weaponization fund is stalled. Senate Republicans are approving a $70 billion bill to fund ICE through the rest of President Trump's term. The Senate voted through the night on multiple amendments to the bill in an 18-hour-long vote-a-rama. And a safety review of the abortion pill mifepristone is going ahead. I'm Amber Payton, and that's what's trending.
Sports on the Black Information Network.
The Cleveland Browns are welcoming their latest addition to the practice field. Jared Verse joined the team for the first time following a trade from the Los Angeles Rams. The edge rusher said he is not trying to fill Myles Garrett's shoes, who went to LA and a blockbuster deal.
Shedeur Sanders to Harold Fadden, a gain of 25.
Head coach Todd Monken said he's looking forward to an upcoming meeting with Deion Sanders, the father of Shedeur Sanders, who is battling for Cleveland's starting quarterback job.
He comes in averaging over 21 points per game.
Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs are locked in a heated battle with Jalen Brunson's Knicks.
David versus Goliath? Who's David? The Knicks?
From the Road Tripping Podcast, NBA champs Richard Jefferson, Channing Frye, and Kendrick Perkins.
Wemby will be the youngest player to win the NBA championship. Am I right? Big Body Brunson? If he leads this Knicks team to win the NBA championship?
I'm okay with, Brunson is that dude.
What I've been saying out of Big Body Brunson has been nothing but great.
Get your sports at 14 and 44 past each and every hour. I'm Ray Harris on the Black Information Network.
The news Black America trusts.
The Black Information Network.
This is BIN on iHeartRadio.
I'm Mike Moore.
And I'm Nicole Deal on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
We begin in Texas, where a jury has been seated attracting national attention. A black man, Carmelo Anthony, is charged in the April 2025 stabbing death of Austin Metcalf at a track meet in Frisco.
Prosecutors say Carmelo Anthony, who's now 19, killed the 17-year-old Metcalf with a pocket knife after an argument about seating. Anthony's attorneys say it was self-defense. Dominique Alexander, president of civil rights group The Next Generation Action Network, expressed outrage that no black jurors were selected. Metcalf was white. Anthony is black. I'm Mike Stevens on the Black Information Network.
Our next story is out of Chicago, Illinois. We're learning a new statue will greet visitors to the Obama Presidential Center later this month on Chicago's South Side. A bronze sculpture that features former President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama during their 2009 inauguration parade is outside the front door of the museum tower. The piece was created by a Brooklyn sculpture and design company whose previous work includes statues of John F. Kennedy at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., and a Thomas Jefferson statue at the Virginia State Capitol in Richmond. The grand opening weekend for the Obama Center will be held June 19th through the 21st. The Obama Foundation is a nonprofit collaborator of the Black Information Network. This story is out of Chicago as well. Illinois Comptroller Susana Mendoza is running for mayor of Chicago next year. Mendoza officially announced her bid Wednesday, nearly a year after she said she would not seek another term.
It's time for us to have a mayor and a city hall that provides the competence, the leadership, and the results that this amazing city deserves.
Mendoza unsuccessfully ran for Chicago mayor in 2019. Black current mayor Brandon Johnson has not officially said whether he will run for a second term. Other candidates in the race include Congressman Mike Quigley and Cook County Treasurer Maria Pappas.
A legal battle has erupted in Metro Atlanta, Georgia, over a state voting law that critics argue removes crucial political information from local ballots. Black DeKalb County District Attorney Sherry Boston.
I'm here as a Georgian, a resident of the city of Atlanta, and a voter who is deeply concerned about the actions of lawmakers here at the state capitol as they try to take our power away in the voting booth.
Boston has filed a lawsuit challenging House Bill 369, which mandates nonpartisan races for certain local offices in Democratic-leaning counties. Boston and other district attorneys are contesting the law, claiming it is unconstitutional and unfairly penalizes a significant portion of the state's population. And finally, Dr. Yolanda Williams of the University of Minnesota's African American and African Studies Department is giving insight on the history and significance of Juneteenth. Williams, who is Black, says celebrations will be held throughout Minnesota to commemorate the federal holiday with events ranging from community gatherings to live performances and food vendors. I'm Mike Moore along with Nicole Deal on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
An education is a transformation. The Thurgood Marshall College Fund makes it possible. We're America's largest organization that exclusively represents the HBCU community. Every day, we transform lives through scholarships, professional development, and career advancement opportunities. We also connect companies with exceptional HBCU talent through workforce development initiatives. Join the transformation. Apply, donate, or partner with us today at tmcf.org.
I'm Esther Dillard with a story of another Black educator you should know. Born in 1882, William Chester Ruth was a pioneering African-American educator and community leader, a key figure in the establishment of schools for Black children during a time when racial segregation was still prevalent. He worked tirelessly to promote access to quality education and encouraged academic excellence. Ruth's dedication to social justice extended beyond education. He also played a significant role in local civil rights activism, advocating for equal rights and opportunities for Black Americans. His efforts not only shaped the educational landscape, but also inspired future generations to continue the fight for racial equality. William Chester Ruth passed away on February 8, 1951, but his legacy continues to inspire and influence the ongoing struggle for Black education and equality. His life is a testament to the profound impact one individual can have in the pursuit of justice. And that's a fact. I'm Esther Dillard for the Black Information Network.
Entertainment news on the Black Information Network.
Well, Jeezy is putting his story front and center in a powerful new way. The Atlanta rapper recently hosted a special screening for his Legend of the Snowman Against All Odds interview with Don Lemon, giving fans an inside look at his journey and legacy. The event featured the full conversation, highlighting Jeezy's career, personal growth, and evolution beyond music. While Don Lemon wasn't in attendance, he did share a video message praising Jeezy's impact on hip-hop culture. And Memphis rapper Big 30 has been granted pretrial release in the high-profile kidnapping and robbery case tied to Gucci Mane. A judge reversed an earlier decision that kept him behind bars, ruling that prosecutors failed to prove he was a flight risk or a danger to the community. Big 30, whose real name is Rodney Wright Jr., is one of 9 defendants accused of a January incident at a Dallas recording studio where investigators say Gucci Mane was robbed and forced to sign paperwork at gunpoint. He and the other defendants have pleaded not guilty, and the case is now headed toward trial, scheduled for early July. With the latest in entertainment at 17 and 47 minutes past each hour, I'm Bree Wood on the Black Information Network, your home for Black News First.
I'm Doug Davis with a story of another Black inventor you should know. George Crumb Speck, born in 1824, was an African-American chef who is credited with creating the beloved potato chip. While working as a cook at a Saratoga Springs restaurant, Crumb developed the crispy snack after a customer repeatedly complained about the French fries being too thick. In frustration, Crumb sliced the potatoes as thin as possible, fried them to perfection, added salt, and served them up. To everyone's surprise, they became an instant hit. Crumb's invention became one of the most iconic snacks in the world. He also went on to open his own restaurant, Crumb's House, near Saratoga Lake in 1860, where one of the biggest attractions was a basket of potato chips placed on every table. Beyond his culinary achievements, George Crumb Speck is also an important figure in Black history for breaking barriers in the field of professional cooking during the 19th century. He passed away on July 22nd, 1914, but George Crumb Speck's legacy lives on in every bag of potato chips, reminding us of his lasting impact on the snack food industry. For the Black Information Network, I'm Doug Davis.
Our news all the time.
The Black Information Network. The Black Information Network on iHeartRadio.
Nicole Deal.
And I'm Mike Moore on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
A high school graduation in California ends with a deadly shooting in the Fairfield High School parking lot. Here's Public Information Officer Michelle Bellier with Fairfield Police.
Fairfield Police were dispatched to a shooting in the parking lot of Fairfield High School around the time of a Semieto graduation. We do know that there are 4 victims of gunshot wounds. 1 is deceased and 3 others are receiving treatment at local hospitals.
Bellier says the person killed was 18 years old. The other gunshot victims are ages 11, 20, and 25. So far, no arrests have been made.
And now to Kansas, where two black men known as the Carr brothers have applied for clemency in hopes of reducing their death sentences to life in prison. The brothers are responsible for a deadly crime spree in 2000 known as the Wichita Massacre. The process involves multiple steps, including review by the Prisoner Review Board and a final decision by the governor. The Sedgwick County District Attorney believes clemency is unlikely to be granted in this case. Black women across the South are sounding an alarm about the direction of the country under President Donald Trump.
A new poll by the Highland Project indicates 9 out of 10 Black women believe the nation is on the wrong track. The poll cites rising costs, attacks on Black history, cuts to safety net programs, and job losses hitting Black women especially hard. Yet 75% say they're still motivated to vote in the 2026 midterms. I'm Esther Dillard on the Black Information Network.
And now to Hagerstown, Maryland, where there will be a huge 3-day Juneteenth celebration honoring Black American resilience, history, and culture. The event, organized by the Friends of the Dolman Black Heritage Museum, runs from June 18th through the 20th. The celebration includes a memorial prayer brunch, a masquerade ball, and an all-day event at Wheaton Park featuring live performances, spoken word, and organized youth activities. I'm Nicole Deal, along with Mike Moore, on your home for Black News First, the Black Information.
Greetings, WVON family. It's your brother and friend, Bomani Obadelli of the Activist Hour. Join me on Saturday mornings as we discuss a holistic and public health approach to addressing community violence. We will also be discussing ways that we can create a safe, peaceful, economically thriving, and healthy communities. Join me Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. on WVON for the Activist Hour.
I may ask this family about what they eat.
Dr. M?
If he's turning playtime into screen time, that might be something I'd like to know. Has he tried smoking? Does he vape? I might even ask about changes to her body. Is she feeling overwhelmed? Any signs of anxiety? If we feel comfortable asking these questions, shouldn't we also be asking, how do you store firearms in your home?
Firearm injuries are the leading cause of death for children and teens in the U.S. It's our responsibility to have a conversation about firearm injury prevention, because questions about safety are questions about health. Find tools at agreetoagree.org/healthcare.
It's The Fundamentals with T-Dub and DJ Turbine on Chicago's Essential Storyteller, WVON.
Yo, this your boy Uncle Day back in the building. Yes, I'm back. And it's Friday. It's that time. It's The Fundamentals. And we got a lot to talk about, fellas. We got Bears, the NFL. We got a little spiciness going on with the Eagles. Myles Garrett got moved around. OBJ back at the crib. We got finals to talk about. The Knicks stole game 1 on the road from the Spurs. We got gonna dig into that. And the White Sox got a better record than the Cubs right now. The Cubs been slumping there since the White Sox, hit them upside the head. I know Turbine, you don't like to hear that, but I know one thing you like to hear. Let's get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And now, it's time!
Fundamentals.
These are the fundamentals.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life.
Fundamentals.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Does it feel good to be alive on a Friday night on the city of Chi?
Uncle Daddy, I ain't gonna forget what you just said.
That's all right, brother.
I'm DJ Turbine, the man that hit the old cold open. What's his name?
Yeah, that's your boy Uncle Daddy, Chicago favorite uncle, back in the building.
In the building, actually in the building,
Actually,
not in
woo!
Hammond, Indiana, trying to figure out where the Bears are gonna go.
Right. We're not going back to Hammond.
Who's the other man going? Woohoo!
You know it. It's your boy Titus T. Dub Williams in the building. Let's get it.
What's up, fellas? Man, it feels like the Holy Trinity coming back together
Hey,
again.
man,
Absolutely.
Voltron and everybody coming back in the studio just to have a good time.
Full effect. Let's do it.
Gentlemen, how we doing? Let me ask the coach, man, because he do more than us. I'm just saying, the government agent here, there. What you doing, sir? Desmond. It's an inside joke, everybody. If you don't know that, but if you want to address this gentleman right here as Desmond, nobody will blame you.
I can see I'm gonna be Desmond this week and Darwin next week. Is that what it was? Darwin.
Hey, bro, as long as Darwin's a good one. That was a good one.
Darwin, I don't even look.
You
like
sound. It sounds like an intellectual.
It do.
It sounds like you went to Harvard, Brown, and all those combined. You took it You took about 10 years to go through all that.
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm definitely not Darwin or what was
Darwin.
it? Darwin Desmond. And one of my players, right there, he's a senior now, and I'm coaching him since 8th grade, since he came in. At our award ceremony, called me Devontae.
Devontae?
And then looked at me.
I should have said it. I should have told those. I said your name was Javante.
And then he looked at me and he was like, "My bad, coach. Like, it's okay." He said, "I'm not good at public speaking, so I let it ride. I let it slide." But man, it's great to be back, man. It's been these last 3-4 weeks, man. It's been a lot of traveling, a lot of moving around, a lot of basketball. I was able to woosah a little bit last week and give me a little break, a nice, well needed break. And it's back to it, man. It's back to it. Guys had games today. We got games tomorrow. We got games on Sunday. We got games Monday. I think we got one game on Tuesday, then 2 on Wednesday. Woo! So, yeah.
The job of a coach doesn't sleep,
man. I looking at my schedule for June. It's only 2 days that don't have anything on there.
Wow.
And that's the 14th. And the 29th were the only 2 days.
Wow. Okay, we're not going to see Desmond for a while.
And
Javante, Desmond, whatever you want to call him.
Right. And this is crazy.
But we call him Uncle Day Day.
I appreciate that. Desmond, we're going to have to fill the people in on the inside one day. But let's just say that some people who've known me for quite a few years, one of them called me Desmond.
I still don't understand that one.
I don't either.
I mean,
looked at me and
that's my fault.
Like,
I will own that. That was my fault.
The crazy part is you talked to him a couple weeks ago too.
I know this man's name by heart. Trust me. I won't forget him. I can't forget him the same way I won't forget you. Or I won't forget Ryan.
I mean, no.
The icing on that cupcake though was that she had to go look at the email log.
Bro. If we're gonna tell it, to quote Usher, if I'm gonna tell it, then I'm gonna tell it all.
Oh man, hey,
because when he walked into the studio, I literally went to Deontay, Uncle Day Day, and I said the lowest decibels of my voice, and I said, "Yo,
your name is Desmond."
Just like that. Just like that.
And I'm
just
like that.
Okay,
so I'm Desmond.
Do you know how hard it was when she asked about Desmond and I had to keep a straight face to go, yeah, his name is Desmond.
I can't, bro. Y'all messing with me.
What are you talking about? It's definitely Desmond. No, you're
Oh
my
God!
I didn't think she was gonna believe it,
but look,
she did.
I bet if I had had on the gray sweat, she probably would have knew. Then I know.
Look, man, we don't gotta talk about them sweats, all right? We ain't gotta talk about those. We ain't gotta talk about those lethal sweats.
Not the gray joggers. Man. She definitely would have been like, I know who that is.
I don't forget with the gray sweats. Quote me on that.
Oh man.
Oh
fellas,
boy.
I missed y'all though, man.
Overall,
I missed y'all. Man. Definitely missed y'all.
Yes,
I could tell. We having some fun here. Because the second he came in, didn't even represent Desmond. He said he got asked, "What's your name?" I'm supposed to be Desmond. Right. What you mean supposed to be? Say the dang name. Say it with your chest, bro.
Right. Supposedly I'm Desmond. I didn't know how I was supposed to be like.
You know how you were supposed to do it. You know exactly how you're supposed to do it.
I'm Desmond. Hi, I'm Desmond.
Should I say Damian? I'm Damian Wayne.
I'm a boy, Damon. I can't say that because that's the first thing that's gonna come to my mind.
Oh my God! I'm sorry. This is supposed to be a sports show. We're just having too much fun already on a Friday night. It's part of the Friday night block, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now. We're here to have fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. How was your week, T-Dub?
I'm trying to get myself together, but that last Desmond thing was hilarious.
It was. And Darwin was even worse. You could be a Darwin, like
Darwin.
So. Hi, I'm Darwin.
We didn't do none of that. That was invited.
I drink tea and eat cheese.
Hopefully not together.
Not together because it'll give me a tummy ache.
Oh, come on, bro. Darwin, X-Men, you know what that is.
Darwin?
Yeah, Days of Future Past, the one that ended up dying horribly.
He's Mr. Terrific now.
You're right.
Tones, that was great. I'm not going to skip over that. I heard
See, how you doing, buddy? How you doing, my boy?
I'm doing great. It was a great week. Shout out to everybody that came out to Ramova last night for the Blues Fest kickoff. And then, of course, we broadcast live this morning with Cleopatra Draper over at Blues Fest. So hopefully everybody had a good time at Blues Fest. Please continue to go. The rest of the personalities to be out there all weekend. So you got tomorrow, you got Sunday. I hope you all have a great time. Shout out everybody that got on the station and won tickets. We encourage people again to, when we give out tickets, please make sure you call. It's a lot of fun. So, yeah, just shout out to everybody that's going out to the Blues Fest. So, it was a lot of fun this morning being live at the Blues Fest and hearing live music and everything. So, it was a good week. I cannot complain. Unc, how was your week?
My week was okay.
Uncle Desmond.
Right, Uncle Desmond. Uncle Desmond. My week was actually okay.
That sounds appropriate, Uncle Desmond.
Uncle Desmond.
It sounds like you got some years to us, man. Tell me how the Great Depression was.
Oh my God!
Wow! You sound like one of my players.
How was Roosevelt?
So my one of my youngest players.
How was Kennedy?
Yikes! So look, one of my youngest players, his name is Kingston, man.
I'm sorry, bro. I know your age. You know that. I gotta preface that.
Kingston, 6'5" with a high voice, so let you know that he's young.
He's a young buck.
Freshman. He about to be a sophomore.
6'5", geez.
Wow. I got a sweater that say established in 85, and he say, "Hey, is that 1885?"
Wow.
What?
You tell him that I got words for him when I see him.
I will be 141 years old.
Exactly. He told me one day.
241, whatever.
He told me one day, your knee bad from running through the Underground Railroad.
Oh, yo!
I'm like, if I didn't like this kid, bro.
Oh,
bro, do you like this kid? Because I don't know if I like this kid.
That's my dude, man. We crack jokes back and forth with each other. But
that's not jokes. That's personal. You're going below the belt.
You want to talk about mother?
You want to talk about mother? Okay. Hold my poodle.
What's that? Hey, Tony. Yeah.
Shout out to the Wayans brothers. And go ahead. Watch Scary Movie this weekend.
Oh, I'm definitely going tomorrow.
That's free. That's free, Wayans. That was free. Okay.
The rest of it you got to pay.
You guys, you know how they got too much money.
Exactly.
But yeah, we opened up basketball camp, man. Our summer camp this week. So it's good to see some of the younger guys getting in the gym this from the neighboring junior high schools. And then flag football, we had our first game of the season Thursday morning at 8:00 in the morning. Go figure.
On a Thursday?
Yeah, the Chicago Bears is sponsoring.
Summer did just start, bro.
Yeah, man.
School's still active, but that's another story.
Depends what region.
Yeah, school. They done with school.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Depends what region, bro.
I thought today was the last week of school.
We're in South Suburbs, so they done already.
Yeah, North Suburbs are done too.
Okay.
Yeah, the Chicago Bears is sponsoring a flag football league for.
That's good. That's good, man.
It's like a tournament style league.
My niece has actually been involved in that for a while, man. Because she can't do physical, but she is definitely like trying to get it there when it comes to the flag football game. So shout out to my niece Sophia.
It's getting aggressive, and we beat Stag 42-30.
Woo!
And that was a get back game because we lost to Stag in the semifinals for regional last year.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, so that was a get back game, and waiting to see who we play next. If we win the next game, then our third game we actually go to Bourbonnais. and play at Hallis Hall.
Man,
Oh,
Bourbon.
wow.
Yeah.
That is
Go
so
to
dope.
Originals.
Yes.
Place to OTAs and summer camp.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's what
It's a long ways away.
The semifinals and the championship,
But still, Hammond is closer.
just imagine a drive from Bourbonnais to Hammond.
Man.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm skipping beats here.
yeah, you skipping beats, but yeah, that's how my week was, man. How about you, Turban? How your week been, bro?
No, it's been all right, good, man. It's been fun over here. Just coming in, doing what I do for Midway Broadcasting between WROL and WVON. It's just lather, rinse, repeat. And as long as I'm doing what it is, you're gonna see DJ Turbine lather, rinsing, and repeating every week.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, I do got one thing to say before we go really in deep into the show and the programming. Want to give a shout out and respect to, of course, the Leak family. As you all know, that last weekend we lost Spencer Leak Jr. Due to a massive heart attack. And so I've known Spencer most of my life. He knows my family. My family and his family actually helped each other start their businesses. My family is part of the founding group that helped him start the funeral home. He helped my great-grandfather found his church. And so we've known each other for years. So Spencer was always a great guy. The last time I talked to him was at Reverend Jackson's services. And so he was just a stand-up great guy, very loved and respected through our community. And to his wife, Donna, and to his son, Spencer III, and of course, the whole Leak family, I send my condolences and prayers with you and your family and hope that you all get through this tragic time. And, you know, God is always with you when things get troubled. So continue to, you know, bless the family and be respectful for the family, but to rest in peace to Spencer Leak Jr.
Second that.
Yeah, absolutely. He was actually a good dude, man. I had a chance to have different conversations with him, multiple conversations with him. He's real humble, real nice guy. Nice guy.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
All right, gents. You want to get some sports conversations?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Since you brought up Hammond,
Gotta go to that first.
Why not?
Breaking news.
Why not? I know
Since
we
you brought
talked.
up
I know
Hammond.
you, me, T was doing a little bit of the tea, to quote you, on the Kendall Moore show. But hey, welcome to fundamentals. Let's actually give you the fundamentals. So it sucks, but it's not that terrible.
Yeah.
But the Chicago Bears and their board of directors have voted to move forward with the Indiana move to Hammond. The funny thing is, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I didn't say this in the Kendall Moore show because I wasn't gonna spill all the tea.
Of course not.
I was gonna try
You
to
gotta
say
say the
something
rest
for
of
here. I was
us,
gonna say
right.
something for
Of course.
here.
Of course.
Every time that these news or updates from the Chicago Bears kept coming into the public, you know what was the most common phrase used? Our focus.
Yeah.
I've heard that so many times. Our focus is on Arlington Heights. Our focus is on Hammond, Indiana. Our focus is on getting back to Chicago. It feels like that has been the go-to quintessential default statement by the Chicago Bears, the city of Chicago, to try and keep buying time.
Yeah.
Because, okay, ESPN reporter Courtney Cronin, as well as Pat the Designer, have put out there saying that their personal sources are saying that the Chicago as a whole is not out of it yet, or Arlington Heights is not completely out of that yet.
Absolutely.
Earlier, when I was on the Kendall Moore show, I alluded to saying that it's not completely done, and I actually put a number on it. I said that we're about maybe 90% going to Hammond.
Yes.
And about 10% for Illinois legislation, Chicago legislation to possibly do something. But the fact of the matter is that every time we've done this song and dance, Chicago legislation just keeps kicking their feet. Like, it's not a big deal. Oh, we'll get there when we get there. I can imagine that there are more pressing matters in Congress when it comes to Illinois than the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
So I can understand to a degree why the Bears might be put on the back burner.
Agreed.
However, when the team that represents you in the NFL is literally telling you we're going to your neighbors, you would assume and hope that that legislation might put light a fire on their, you know what's to get them going. And right now, they dismissed it until on Monday. They met, They talked and they said, we're going to talk about this again in our next session. Next session's in like October, November. So what are we doing? The Bears ultimately announced a long time ago that they want a resolution to this by the 2026 late spring, early summer. Hey, T-Dub, where we at?
Early summer
now.
What's the year?
2026.
Well, look at that. So, if the Chicago Bears were to go with Illinois legislation, they're playing their game. They called their shot and said, we're trying to do this by this, by this, by this. They gave you their timelines. And now Chicago just said, you know what? We'll come back in November. I need my summer break. I need my mocktails on my boat. I need whatever those rich suits said. I know we all know what it is. We're to be in Chicago and not know what those politicians are. They're not Chicagoans. They're different. They're real different. I'm gonna criticize because I'm that guy. That's me. It's okay. Come back at me. Talk to me. We'll talk about it. But for right now, we all know that those big suits thought that this can be pushed off to a different scenario. And the fact of the matter is, you big suits have been trying to push and push and push this legislation, this conversation down the line like it's an old empty can of Pepsi and just kick the can down the road and act like you can just keep pushing this. No, this is an actual NFL franchise that is trying to do something. This franchise that has met you in good faith and try to say, hey, we want to stay in Illinois. I bought Arlington Heights. I have this space where I can actually build the stadium and what I would like to do. But that we ask, hey, can we actually maybe get a tax break? Guess what? They asked twice. And both times were declined. So what do you want? Chicago, who are you going to blame here?
Okay. Let me go into that part because
Okay, you want me to tap? I'll tap. Go ahead, Ty.
Thank you. So no. You did great to give us the full synopsis of what's going on. So I wanted to lead into this part. So with the whole thing of who do you blame, at this point, you got to blame all Illinois legislature because of the fact is that you met again with both city and state officials twice. Now, what the Bears wanted was, again, tax incentives and tax breaks. But what Governor J.B. Pritzker alluded to was the fact is that those breaks would not benefit the people of the state of Illinois, especially the people of the the city of Chicago. So we would have had to up more taxes in order to fund a public stadium, a private stadium that would have been, let's say, tax breaks until 2040. So they would have
I think they were actually self-funding, bro.
No, they were self-funding certain parts, but the tax breaks would have went on the taxpayers of Illinois, which would have been on higher taxes until 2040. That was the problem. So Governor Pritzker decided that he didn't want to do that because this is also an election season for him and Mayor Johnson.
And we're still paying off 2005 renovations to Soldier Field.
Exactly. So why would you?
We're not trying to stay there.
So why would you put another tax burden on the taxpayers in order to build a new stadium? So no, the answer is going to be no on that aspect. So I understand why Illinois legislature was hesitant on doing these type of things. The other problem is that the Bears, honestly, in my opinion, this is my opinion, building a new football stadium in Chicago would not have worked whether you tried to put it on the lakefront. Mayor Johnson wants a publicly funded lakefront property stadium. But again, my most important thing is, let's say if you do build this stadium, where do you park? That's the biggest thing. Where do you park? Parking has always been a hassle at Soldier Field, and then the blueprint plans for a new stadium on the lakefront would never work because of the fact is, again, that doesn't solve the parking issue. So that wasn't going to work anyway. The other part about that is that Chicago is also a big but small city. So the problem is that we got skyscrapers and new buildings coming up every day downtown and, north of the city and things of that nature. But building a new stadium wouldn't work because you literally don't have anywhere to put it. You don't have the infrastructure to build a quote unquote Jerry's World in the city of Chicago. So I understand why it would not work in Chicago. So Arlington Heights, to me, seemed like it was the best possibility and the best idea because you already purchased the land. And so all you have to do is just do the renovations and build a new stadium and everything around it. But again, the governor who's in an election cycle did not want to put new taxes on, of course, the taxpayers, because guess what that leads to?
A lack of votes.
Exactly. So we also know that Governor Pritzker has also been doing a lot of rounds as far as on the national market. and he's been into it with Trump a lot. So, which means that I'm not saying that it's official or not, but in my opinion, he's running for president in 2028. So when you're in an election cycle and then you're trying to look good by going into a presidential season to be a presidential candidate, it only makes sense to not do this and fund a privately owned stadium right now, because it doesn't benefit the taxpayers and it also doesn't make you look good going forward moving to try to build a new stadium. But what you could do is put the blame all on the mayor, who comes to legislations, quote unquote, in your words, late to try to focus on the New Deal. We don't know how true that is or not, but we just know we need a scapegoat, because you don't want to be the politician that's the mayor or Chicago that causes the Bears to leave Chicago or the state of Illinois. So it's a lot of blame that go around with Illinois legislature. It goes with the politics of Illinois. It's a whole bunch of caveats that go in this one circle. But the one thing that we can all be clear on is that if the Bears lose, it's the state of Illinois / city of Chicago lose the Chicago Bears, it's a bad thing for the state and city. But it's a great benefit for the citizens and representatives of the state of Indiana.
So I know when we first heard plans of the Bears moving, I said that I knew Soldier Field was they've outgrown Soldier Field.
Absolutely.
Not only have the Bears outgrown Soldier Field, but as far as to Chicago, with Chicago being the third largest city, and as far as to marketing in the country, the Times have outgrown Soldier Field. It's not like we're in small Green Bay where you can keep an iconic stadium and not do much to it. As far as to football, it's not like baseball that's played in the summer months where Wrigley you can just put up scoreboards and the new posters and marquees and everything around to try to spruce it up a little bit, but it's still a summertime building, summertime stadium.
Absolutely.
So Soldier Field is outdated.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah.
When they did the renovations to Soldier Field, however many years ago that it was, they actually should have invested in doming Soldier Field at that point and trying to solve the parking problem.
Yeah.
That is what should have been done.
Agreed.
But they tried to put a Band-Aid on a shark bite. And now here we are where you have SoFi, you got Jerry's World that's making money all year round.
The new Buffalo Stadium opening up this season.
Buffalo is also, but this is LA, this is Texas, Dallas, this is New York. LA and New York are the only ones that's ahead of Chicago as far as to the cities with revenue.
Yes, sir.
When Arlington Heights came up, it made sense.
Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
it's a lot of football teams that go by the major city that play actually are located in the suburb.
Yeah.
It made sense. When Hammond came up, it was like, okay, this doesn't make sense. Not only from a logistics standpoint, because now you're taking Chicago's team and putting them further away from what you would think a majority of the season ticket holders come from the north suburbs.
Yes.
Northwest suburbs. So now you're going to take them from the heart of downtown, and instead of moving them to a southwest suburb, you're going to move them southeast to a whole another state across. Yep. And I know Hammond is really 45 minutes away from the Chicago border, so it's like 30 minutes into Indiana.
Yeah.
So it's realistically not far for some of us who are Southsiders, but when you're talking about the people that's coming from your Waukegans, or it's coming from your Northbrooks or your Oakbrooks and things of that nature, that want to come see the Bears, are they really going to look at an hour and a half drive there and back? And that's not including the traffic when they get there.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what it's going to look like, because they are going to have to make major infrastructure changes to everything, meaning the highways, the expressways, the streets. It's going to be a complete overhaul. So we don't know what the actual getting in and getting out of the stadium is going to look like. Not just yet.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's from the logistics standpoint. Now, from the financial side, we all know when you get to certain parts of Indiana what the financial side look like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We know what Gary's look like. You know what I'm saying? We know what some parts of Hammond look like. You are going to take the onus of that and put it on the taxpayers in the state that's already one of those inexpensive states, and now you're going to put the onus on the back of, and it's not going to be the entire.
Yeah.
But the salaries that we make here in Chicago, if we moved to Hammond, if we moved into Indiana, with the taxes being different and we kept our salary, we could live in a completely different tax bracket.
Yeah.
Just because the cost of living is so much cheaper out
That's
there.
true.
So now you're going to change that dynamic for the city of Hammond. And it's going to affect, because of course it's not going to only just hit the city, it's going to be state taxes in Indiana that's going to go up as well.
Exactly.
So now when you get to your Perus and your Kokomos and by the Air Force Base down there and the really, really small cities, how is that going to affect the people that's there? Which was the reason why Pritzker didn't want to put the onus on the back of the people in Illinois.
Yep.
Specifically the people in Chicago, when our taxes are some of the highest in the country already.
Absolutely.
So from a financial standpoint, it's like, hey, we understand that this is our beloved Bears, but where does the kickback come to the people who are actually going to make this thing work, which would be the customers?
Yeah.
Because not only once you get in this new fancy stadium, will the taxes have to be paid by the customers.
Did you say
but
fantasy?
I said
Fantasy stadium. Oh, okay.
Fancy.
Okay. Fancy.
Yes. Not only will the taxes have to be made up by the customers, but ticket prices is going to go up. We know that.
Absolutely. And they already went up, what, 15% in the last 2 years?
So now the customers are even getting impacted more.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at it, it's like, who's really paying for the stadium? You reaping the benefits. And of course, the Bears are going to get a tax break from it, from everything every dollar that they invested their own money into is going to get a tax break back. So I can see where Pritzker is coming from with it. I can see Brandon Johnson made a comment earlier as well about putting the onus on the back of the taxpayers.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see it.
Yeah.
Now, as much as I love football, as much as I love sports, and I'm a sports fanatic, I'm a taxpayer first.
Absolutely.
I am. And I can sympathize for the people who are in those middle to lower class brackets that will be heavily impacted by this. Whether the move is here in Chicago or the move is to Hammond.
Yeah.
Now, the difference with Jerry World is that's all Jerry.
Yeah, he bought everything. He did everything.
So far, they have a board.
Yeah.
It's all them. The owner of the Chicago Fire was like, hey, y'all don't want to get this area to Reinsdorf to build a new baseball stadium down here? Here go my money. I'm going to build a soccer stadium. I'm going to build a soccer stadium there. So I really, I mean, I can understand the concern from the of course from the legislator, but we got a Facebook comment, a YouTube from Sydney Brown. What up, Sydney? Appreciate you tuning in. If you're a citizen of the state of Indiana and you don't want to pay for another stadium, the taxpayers are still paying for Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened in 2009. So that's almost 20 years, and taxpayers are still paying for that one.
Yeah.
And that's what I was gonna say. What's gonna happen
still
in
paying for
Indianapolis?
the stadium here in Chicago.
What's gonna happen in Indianapolis?
Yeah.
You know, and that's the Mecca of Indiana.
Yeah.
If there was a Mecca, yes.
Right. If there was, that is the Mecca of Indiana. Indianapolis.
I mean, Indianapolis, it's all walking distance. You can go from Pacers games to a Colts game.
Like, yes, everything is right there. Everything is right there. If you haven't been to Naptown, you should check it out.
No, you should
check it out.
It's not horrible.
It's not bad.
It's a great setup.
Yeah,
Honestly.
72 hours down there, you'll be good.
Yeah.
You'll be good. In and out for 3 days, and you're good to go. But yeah, that's my take on it. And I know that it has become a political nightmare.
Yeah.
And I do think that, like Turbine said, the key word is the focus. So I think as long as they're keeping the focus in the title, it's their poker face at this point. Because I don't think that Kevin Warren really wants to move the Chicago Bears out of Illinois.
I agree.
I don't.
I agree 120%.
Because when this got dropped into our group earlier, the first thing I said was, okay, so what are we doing? Arlington Heights, you already paid for it.
Yes.
We're going to sell it.
Sell it to who?
Right. Who's buying
it? Undeveloped.
Whoever wants it, bro.
Undeveloped. It was already abandoned for how long now?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
you
now,
ain't lying. You ain't
now,
lying.
So now you gonna tell me a team that can't afford to build his own stadium can afford to waste money on land and not develop on it?
That's why I think it's all a ploy. I think it's one of those things where Congress of Illinois state legislation won't come back until like you said, October, November. So right now they got to pull one of those cards to see, hey, my stick is bigger than yours. What are you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
For sure.
Because I don't think that going to Hammond is really, I would say that's a last resort.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that would be one of them situations where if the Bears do end up in Hammond, it's gonna be a lot of hiccups on the way there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be a lot of hiccups on the way there. And on June 5th, 2026, and today it's my auntie birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
auntie.
birthday.
Hey, auntie.
ATT.
I'm saying it now. If they do end up, if the shovel go in the dirt in Hammond, it's gonna be a lot of hiccups before the stadium is open.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna get a projected date that's gonna get pushed back. And there's gonna be some crazy stuff like they back in Champaign playing at the University of Illinois for a season. Or we're gonna figure out a way to get into Northwestern new stadium. It's gonna be something.
Yeah, I agree.
It's absolutely gonna be something. Well, hey, we'll go to SeatGeek for a year.
Oh Lord.
Right. It's gonna be something. I'm telling you, because Hammond is the last resort. I believe this is the Bears front office way of saying, Illinois, here go our poker face.
Literally.
I
agree.
If you don't want to work with us, your neighbors right across the street will. They'll work with us. So we're gonna go over there. We're gonna flash all these flashy lights, and we're gonna put all these good stadiums up. We're gonna get you a rendition real soon that's gonna look amazing.
I mean, they're gonna be mad just the fact that they're losing 50% of a stadium revenue. I'm gonna ask. I mean, that might suck for us as Chicagoans as a whole, because the second that the Bears do leave and they lose that money, because the 50% that they get from Chicago when it comes to Soldier Field, here Chicagoans, we're gonna pay for that.
Oh,
we are definitely gonna
and again,
fucking pay for that.
The other part about it is that you don't want to be the legislators or / politicians of the state of Chicago, state of Illinois and city of Chicago, who end up losing the Bears, because again, it's re-election season.
That's a part of
both parties.
That's a part of your tag.
Re-election season for both parties, so you don't want to lose that.
Do you want to be? You want to be? Hey, Mayor Johnson, do you really want to be the mayor that sits there in your term that you lost the Chicago Bears?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like real talk, like that,
and not even to Arlington, because the Arlington move we can accept that. But the fact that you lost them out of state,
No, man. You and me talked about this earlier off the mics, and we sat there and said, I was like, bro, someone's gonna sit there when it comes to a political rival to somebody here, and they gonna sit there and simply say, "Oh, you trust them?"
Yeah.
Well, they lost the Bears,
so
you know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
for real.
like the political, stories or
Political
like headlines write themselves.
Mm-hmm. So look, here's my take on it, right? And I think I brought this up when they first said that the Bears were moving out of Soldier Field. That the year the Bears move, I'm giving it 5 years before. As long as the guy who owned the Jacksonville Jaguars is still alive, I'm giving it 5 years before they're in Soldier Field.
Sean Khan.
I'm giving them 5 years from the moment the Bears move out of Soldier Field. I'm giving them 5 years. 5 before the Jacksonville Jaguars are in Chicago. And now Chicago is LA, Los Angeles.
Ooh.
With 2 teams.
You really
New
looking
York
into your
with 2
crystal
teams.
ball.
But my thing is, though, with that being said, I thought that the Bears had a clause in their contract saying that they couldn't move at one point, and then the other part about that is that you couldn't add a second football team here.
So Indiana is willing to buy them out of that contract. Okay. Indiana is.
I was going to ask, like, if they leave the state, does that get voided?
No, they had to get purchased out of that. They had to get bought out of that contract. The moment they leave Soldier Field, they are going to have to get out of that contract and get out of that lease that they have. The moment they're gone. So at that point, yeah, they're gonna have to pay the city to go. We already know that. They're gonna have to pay the city of Chicago to go. If they leave and go to Hammond, not only are they gonna have to pay the city, they're gonna have to pay the state to go. Gotcha. We know that. Cut them a check, gone. Once they do that, that stadium will not be empty for long. 5 years max is what I'm giving it before the Jacksonville Jaguars become the second football team in Chicago.
The Houston Texans of Illinois.
Yep.
I mean, I don't blame that, to be honest with you. And honestly, I even told myself too, when the Bear, if this whole deal goes officially too, when Chicago goes down to Indiana, I'm gonna say this right now. How many Illinois people, fan base are gonna move over there? They will, because the Bears is enough for them to sit there and say, hey, because whatever the Indiana offers Chicago or the Bears, it's gonna be for lack of better terms, it's going to be a Wrigleyville. It's going to be a Bearsville. It's going to be a place for Chicago Bears fans to go down there and actually enjoy all that kind of stuff. And the one thing that does suck, and it does suck here, a lot of Illinoisans are going to go into Indiana and spend a lot of money in Indiana. And that ain't going to help us.
Oh.
And that's going to go to a different tax bracket.
So we got another comment by Sydney.
Go
He said the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars is a graduate of the University of Illinois.
Oh, yeah, Sean Khan. I know who it is. I know exactly who that is.
And
I'm a wrestling fan. I know exactly who owns the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And guess who is struggling with attendance?
The Jaguars,
The
because
Jaguars.
I don't know, maybe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or the Miami Dolphins
Thank
have
you,
something
because
to say with that.
they are the forgotten stepchild. I know how I feel to be that. They are the forgotten stepchild in Florida.
No, exactly. You come here, and we all thought about that years and years ago when the Khan family took over the Jaguars franchise, and we said, well, they're pretty much based in Illinois. How long does that take until the Jaguars football team comes this way? It might take a while, and because not just simply football stance, it could be from a wrestling stance. I know Sean Khan's son, Nick Khan, is the owner and operator of AEW, which is a professional wrestling company, and they do a lot of their promotions out of Florida. So with that being said, I don't know if that actually interferes with the Jaguars full operations, but I do know that the AEW does predicate on certain things that Jaguars do when it comes to their stadium and their personal stuff. Because if Daddy owns the team, or we're going to use certain things about the team and try to use my wrestling company and make it bigger. That's just other stuff. That's totally different things.
So would you rather have your wrestling company based in Jacksonville, Florida, or Chicago, Illinois?
Chicago, are they?
I mean, I'm a different guy, bro. I'm
just saying.
You bring it here to Illinois, I'm happy. You
but
go
I'm just
to a
saying
state like Florida, I think you're just wasting time.
From a business standpoint, when you're looking at a P&L, do you think you'd be more profitable in Jacksonville, Florida, or Chicago,
quick scoreboard update here. The Spurs and Knicks are about 250 down and counting, 97 all. But the Spurs are on a 14-0 run.
Oh, okay.
After the Knicks took them in, so it's down to it. It's down to it. So we'll see who takes game 2.
Yeah, Spurs don't want to go down
0-2
at home.
Going to New York. Yeah,
I'll bring you more updates here and
come
there.
back from that.
But back to the comment that Uncle Dede said about all that stuff. I think ultimately they might benefit from coming to Illinois, but the wrestling side of it, they're kind of entrenched over there. I think that Jacksonville I agree with what you're saying in the sense of you are the redheaded stepchild of Florida, so move somewhere else. If anything, heck, coming to Illinois is crazy, but hey, I just saw the Chiefs going from Missouri to Kansas City. I know Missouri needs somebody.
Kansas City, Kansas, to be specific.
Yeah, Kansas City was not Kansas City, Kansas. It was Kansas City, Missouri the whole time. Yeah. I know some people didn't realize that, but it's getting there now.
Yeah.
So either way, it seems like there's other states that could use a football team.
Do you go to Missouri, or do you go to Chicago?
I don't even think that'd be to Chicago, bro. I mean, if anything, because what's going on in Jacksonville, if the Bears leave, I think what you're going with in a sense of like if the path follows, if the Bears go to Hammond, if Soldier is empty, and somebody can pick up that lease like a Jacksonville Jaguars to be your Chicago Jaguars. It's optional because I know the Chicago legislation would take it because losing the revenue of the Bears to make up whatever the Jaguars would bring in is enough for them to be like, you know what, hey, we lost them. You want to come in? Let's go. And I promise you, the second the Jaguars or Nick Khan and his dad want to come in, Sean Khan want to come in and talk to Illinois legislation, they'll sit there and say, hey, we'll take Soldier. We'll take the exact same deal that you get the Chicago Bears. You want 50-50? We'll take it. We have other avenues to make money because they do. The Khan family has other way over other
That's the
avenues.
thing I was going to bring up because the Bears don't own any other. The Bears don't own any other subsidies. They only own the Chicago Bears, so it makes sense why they want a stadium to make more money.
Exactly. But when you're talking about a family that football is not their only source of revenue, they can afford to say, okay, we're not selling in Jacksonville. If we go to Chicago,
I think it's crazy that you brought it up, but it's a good combo to bring up.
Yeah, I mean, if they say we're not selling seats, selling out seats, we're not putting butts in the seats in Jacksonville. If we go to Chicago, Illinois is a cheaper state to live in than Florida. Illinois is a cheaper state to operate in than Florida through the door. So now you're saying, okay, if we sell out the stadium and then we have to pay 50% to the city, to the Friends of the Park, then we still making money in the long run on the back end, more money than what we were making in Jacksonville,
Florida, right?
And then anything else that we feel like we need to recoup in order to help expand on our business, we have a lucrative wrestling industry. So it's not their only source of billion-dollar income. So the writing,
Chicago is a hub for wrestling.
Exactly. So the writing is definitely on the wall with that, and it would make sense to me that if I'm the Khan family, as soon as the Bears leave and they are out of that contract,
go to Chicago.
I'm on the phone.
Talk to them. Yeah. Hey, Soldier Field's empty.
Right. So
can
we're
I
not
come
gonna
in?
even let cobwebs and tumbleweed and none of that stuff, no dust start forming in there. Let's get in this joint ASAP. Let's get in there ASAP. And then they can actually afford to pay to put a dome on the stadium.
Most definitely. It's crazy. Hey, we might have 2 football teams in Chicago.
And we had it before.
Or Indiana, Hammond and Chicago.
People forgot about the Cardinals being, ironically, the Southside team.
Yeah.
You ain't lying about that.
So it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. But
look, guys, we've really talked about this at nauseum. So at the end of the day, let's put a pin on this. And I want to ask, what do you guys really think this is going to be?
I think it's a ploy tactic. I think they're still going to Arlington. You don't buy that land and don't develop on that land for no reason.
Absolutely. I'm 1,000% with T-Dub with that one. It's just a poker face to get some type of tax break because you don't spend money on land not to develop on it.
Exactly.
That's a bad A-word business move.
And then I got one more thing to also say about this. You don't think that Kevin Warren has been prepared for this? Because the fact is that he had to deal with tough legislation to build his stadium back in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't as bad as Chicago.
It wasn't as bad, but he's been through this before.
Al Capone started the city, so you know where we're going. We
already know what's happening.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick pause for the cause. We'll be right back. 773-591-1690. And we're on the way back. We're gonna talk about. We're done with this Bears talk. In the sense of when it comes to the stadium, we do have a couple things when it comes to signing, NFL news, NBA. We'll be right back. Just stick with us. All right, be right back.
The fundamentals coming up on the Talk of Chicago, 1690 WVON.
Greetings, WVON family. It's your brother and friend, Bomani Obadeli of the Activist Hour. Join me on Saturday mornings as we discuss a holistic and public health approach to addressing community violence. We will also be discussing ways that we can create a safe, peaceful, economically thriving, and healthy communities. Join me Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. on WVON for the Activist Hour.
I'm Sally, a volunteer at United Way. I'm asking people around the neighborhood what they think this place needs. Excuse me, hi. What do you think this place needs?
I'd like to see more parking.
More playgrounds.
Free movies. That's easy. Better restaurants.
And you, what do you think this place needs?
This place? More ice cream trucks.
Okay. How about you?
Wi-Fi everywhere?
I was thinking more money in the pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
I was just kidding about the ice cream.
Oh, that's way better.
Now that you mention it.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org. Because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer. Oh, no.
So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning, the cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Meals from those years are hard to forget. It was all white bread and whole milk, hamburger casseroles and quiche Lorraines, all with a side of cigarettes. We ate salads as desserts. We knew a party was classy if it had a cheese log. And we never missed an after-dinner smoke. It didn't matter if we were in our dining rooms, a burger joint, or the ritziest of restaurants. There'd be an ashtray on every table, and that very particular flavor in every meal. We smoked for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's amazing that our food could taste like anything else. If that was you then, get your lungs screened now. Surviving lung cancer starts with a scan. Learn more at screenyourlungs.org. This PSA was made possible by industry funding and guidance from lung cancer patient groups.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Dad! Come on! Over here! Look at this, Dad! Over!
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree
It's huge!
is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go, like hiking, biking, fishing, or camping. Or do your own thing when you get there with family and friends. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund breeding.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Information on hot water heating.
No. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out the words.
World music. Playing track now.
No.
Let me try. Our daughter gets confused about which details in a story are important.
Which paper towels are most absorbent?
What?
Here are 5 product reviews.
Why are you not getting me?
See, I told you.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
Back to the fundamentals with DJ Turbine and T-Dub on the Talk of Chicago, 1690 WVON.
The following message is brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
The inherent right to work is one of the elemental privileges of a free people. Endowed, as our nation is, with abundant physical resources, and inspired as it should be with the high purpose to make those resources and opportunities available for the enjoyment of all, we approach this problem of reemployment with the real hope of finding a better answer than we have now.
Your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Your stuff can be a resource for change. Donate to Goodwill, where your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org.
Dad! Come on! Over here! Look at this, Dad! Over!
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree
It's huge!
is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go, like hiking, biking, fishing, or camping. Or do your own thing when you get there with family and friends. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Back to the fundamentals with DJ Turbine and T-Dub on the Talk of Chicago, 1690 WVON.
A daily reminder to holler at God. Like, where did you find her? Good look at my everything around me, I took it. Did it with only the I knew. And if you I thought I knew better. There go my I always do better. But you're more top echelon. My next probably be a step backwards. From what niggas struggle with love, like drama makes me the best actors. I'm done with all that tough acting. Don't matter what it's all happens. So happens. My born life's good things, they still dreaming.
And you deserve to.
I do it just so happens.
I think I made it. I think I made it because I'm always smiling and you are the reason now. Girl, I can't explain it. It's all in the time and I had to get low. I had to get low. Oh, I had to get back. Welcome back. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Sorry for that little extra delay. We had to check out the end of that Spurs and Knicks game, and unfortunately, the Spurs and Wemby dropped the ball, figuratively and literally, right?
Yeah.
Two games in San Antonio.
Wemby turned it over. Wemby turned it over and then missed a shot. So now the New York Knickerbockers are up 2-0.
Hey, Cat, you kissing the heavens. You ever hear Kobe Bryant go up 2-0 and say, what you happy about?
Yes. Job not finished.
The job ain't finished? Go ahead, boy. Go ahead. Look at him crying on the screen like he did something.
Job ain't finished. Hey.
Go ahead, Cat.
So
pull your emotions out. You ain't done nothing yet. You ain't won a championship. You just in the hot spot of an actual steam.
Speaking of the emotions, did you see what my man KG said about Wemby?
Oh, yeah.
No,
right.
Oh,
Spot on.
Yeah.
Kevin Garnett, spot on.
Yeah.
I don't agree with a lot with what Stephen A. Smith say, but Stephen A. was right. We need to get KG that button that he had on TNT.
Yep.
Give him his cuss button. Give him his cuss button back. And that man got to be somebody need to put them on their network, man, so he can talk basketball because he is a pool of knowledge.
Absolutely.
And he gonna give it to you uncut.
Absolutely.
Give it to you uncut. And he was a spot on when he said that Wemby needed to stay even keeled and not get all emotional and crying and stuff and over celebrating, making it to the championship because you still got to get 4 more wins. And boom, here you are. You down 2-0 and you drop both games at home. So now that means you got to win. You got to win. You got to start winning. Or
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not like you can't win an MSG.
Oh, you absolutely can.
Yeah, but that road environment is tough.
Yeah,
and it's been tough on all opponents. This is their 13th straight playoff win.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, me personally, I don't think New York's a hard place to play because, quite frankly, I get it. The MSG, the Garden, all that fun jazz. You want to put all whatever. It's not special. It's not. It hasn't been special for a long time. If anything, I've seen many of actual road teams' stars make a name for themselves.
You see outside MSG right now?
I don't care.
You should.
I don't.
You should.
I really don't.
Hey, man, the last time the Knicks was in a championship was when?
99.
How many years ago was that? 27.
The last time they won a championship was
the last time they were in a championship. They lost to the Spurs. They got swept. The last time they were there, they got swept by the Spurs. Right? They're back 27 years later. And New York considers themselves the Mecca of basketball.
Why?
Because they say the best players historically the best players in the country come from New York.
I think Seattle.
I know Seattle. I was about to say I know Seattle might have a lot to say about that. And Chicago will as well.
Exactly. The only reason New York has actually claimed that was because they got nothing else to claim.
Hip hop.
No. When it comes to hoops, they got nothing else to claim. They want to act like MSG is the biggest thing. I know MSG is a great Garden. The only reason, hey, real talk, the reason why I know here is the actual sad fact. Why does DJ Turbine know Madison Square Garden as Madison Square Garden? Is it because the New York Knicks were historically just whooping butt in there?
Nah.
No, it's because Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage and the Ultimate Warrior and Roddy Piper back in the day were making MSG more famous than the Knicks were as a basketball team. And I'm sorry to say that, New York, but I will stand by that 10 toes, 2 heels down.
I don't know about that because
I am.
MSG, as far as I can remember with basketball, even when the Knicks weren't all that good, the Garden still had a plethora of celebrities with that aura.
Yeah. So did the Staples before it was reincarnated, bro. Just because celebrities go to stadiums doesn't mean that they're anything good.
Hold on, but the Lakers were good. They didn't have a follow.
No, I don't care. I'm just saying because a celebrity goes and endorses a team doesn't mean they're good.
And it's the aura that's behind it. Like,
come on, bro.
Like not to throw shade, but your baseball team, the Cubs, never had a problem with selling out Wrigley.
Yeah, exactly. Because the fan base was there.
Yes, and it's not
the Knicks.
Hey, you know what I was telling T-Dub earlier? Ask me the last time Spike Lee had a smile on his face. I can't tell you when because they always sucked.
He had one on his face when they won the conference, the Eastern Conference Championship.
Yeah.
This year, I'm so happy because every year before that, it was nothing. Maybe if they went to the conference finals before, he might have done a nature documentary was actually positive for the community.
When they were up 2-0 on the Pacers, he had a smile on his face then.
Yeah.
And then Tyrese
what happened afterwards, bro?
Tyrese hit him with Reggie Miller, bro. With my camera at.
What happened, bro? Exactly.
Look with
the camera.
Yep, hit him with the Reggie Miller. And hey. But I mean, you can't discredit the Knicks, man. You can't discredit what they've done this season.
No, I'm not discrediting nothing.
You know what's impressive to me, and I got to take back everything I said so far, but you never know. It's still more games to go in this series. I got to give a big shout out to Mike Woodson. I thought that he wasn't going to be the answer for this team. We've seen Mike Woodson go to the NBA Finals before when he had a little young LeBron. We've seen him coach the Cavaliers again. We've seen what he did with the Kings and got that opportunity. And to me, his best coaching team was, ironically, when he was an assistant coach with the Warriors, because he helped redevelop that team back into prominence to win championships or to at least compete. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was his best run coaching-wise. But he has been doing a phenomenal job with the Knicks, and they bought all in, and now they're up 2 in the finals. So I got to take back what I said about Mike Woodson. Mike Brown. Mike Brown.
Yeah, so. That Jalen Brunson has been unleashed.
Yeah,
he has. And then any other young guys who like watching NBA basketball, if you want to learn how to play off pivots, watch Jalen Brunson.
And you know what's funny? Rufus and I had this.
So guys, is this over?
Hang on. Rufus and I had the same exact conversation this morning, because he asked me this morning on the morning show, what makes Jalen Brunson so special? And I'm like, it's the fact that he can yo-yo the ball to get to wherever he wants to go to on the court. And I'm like, if you look at really most Chicago point guards, a lot of them are able to do that. They just get to their spots of where they want to go with the ball because they know how to put the ball first where they want to go. And so with Jalen Brunson, because we all know, they say he's like 6'1", 6'2". He's really like 5'11". Let's be real. So the fact that he's able to do all this stuff and get layups over Wembanyama and all that other stuff is so impressive.
He plays off of pivots well. I know we talk about footwork with how Kobe footwork was, absolutely. How Jordan footwork were. Imagine if Jalen Brunson was that 6'5", 6'6".
Unstoppable.
It'll be crazy.
Unstoppable.
It'll be crazy. His footwork and his pivots are amazing. So for the young basketball players, if you're aspiring and want to be a small guard, be able to score in the paint from multiple levels, 2 things that he do very well. One is he keep his dribble low, and he keep it tight, low and tight to his body. He don't turn the ball over that way. And 2, his pivots. He play off pivots. Absolutely. His footwork is amazing.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. That last shot that he hit, the floater over Champagnie, he gave him a little body contact, boom, into a jab step, into a turn around jump shot. Floater over the top.
And you watched him do this in high school. You watched him do it when he got to college with Villanova.
Yep. And
then you watched it do it with the Mavs. And it's like he's always been able to do this stuff. But I wouldn't say we haven't been able to pay attention, but we haven't seen his full potential.
Right, to this level.
Exactly.
Yeah, to this level. So now to answer your question, who we got? I had the Spurs in October, and just because they down 2-0, I'm not going to change my pick.
Yeah, I'm still going Spurs in 6. I think it's still too early to call it. I mean, they lost 2 bad losses at home, but we've seen stuff like this happen before.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we had Sydney commented the only other teams to lose the first 2 games at home in the finals were the 95 Orlando Magic and the 93 Phoenix Suns.
Both of those teams lost.
So, with that being said, we got another comment too that I wanna read. I hope I pronounce her name correct. If I pronounce it wrong, charge it to my head, not to my heart. I butcher names. I'm terrible with names. Shalika Aiken. I hope I said that right.
I think it's Sheila.
Sheila.
Yeah.
Sheila Aiken.
Yeah.
So glad that I tuned in. I agree. I am a Bears fan, but I'm a taxpayer first. I really appreciate the clarity that you all give on this topic. Very much needed. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in with us.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah. And I mean, if you ever tuning in and you hear something and you got a question, you want some clarity about something, jump in the chat, pick up the phone. 591-1690, 773-591-1690.
Absolutely. We are here.
We'll answer to the best of our ability and get you squared away to the best that we can. Queen Kim in the comment section. Hey, Queen Kim.
Hey, Queen Kim.
We appreciate the love and the share. I see. Yeah, you heard the vocals a little bit, although Dr. Love ain't here. You know, the anesthesiologist, I still got a little bit.
You know, the clinicals are here.
We still here. The clinicals are here. You know, we still got a little bit of juice. We just not gonna take the karaoke section just yet. The segment just yet. We have to get copyright clearance from Dr. Love himself to make sure that we can sing karaoke. So.
Let's go to the rest of the news of the Kansas Chicago Bears. We all see what's going on with Indiana. We'll see what ultimately ends up happening there. And, hey, good luck to the Spurs and the Knicks. The Knicks are up 2-0 right now. But I ain't going to lie to you. I wouldn't be surprised if the Spurs take those 2 games in MSG and then we come back to I mean, it's early. It's early, guys. And real talk, this looks to me like it's going to be 7 games. That's just me. That is just me. We'll see where ultimately comes back to. I know that right now MSG winning 2-0 in San Antonio. The San Antonio hopeful are pretty low on morale. So it comes to these next 2 games. And real talk, if you want to talk about big pressure, hey, San Antonio, it don't get any bigger than this. If you don't win game 3,
it's done.
I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. So, hey, we'll be here. We'll talk about it. And right now, San Antonio's down 2-0. And can they rebound? We will find out. But let's go to the Chicago Bears and the rest of the news on top of what we already talked about when it came to the move to Hammond, Indiana, and how that will ultimately play out. There was other news in the NFL and in the Bears that we have to talk about.
Absolutely.
So let's hit bullet points here, guys. All right. So we're gonna go boom, boom, boom. All right. So right now, the Bears sign officially Dylan Thieneman and Logan Jones to their rookie contracts.
Congratulations, fellas.
It's a great big thing. Now, I want to bring a question here that I brought to Titus earlier, and I want to bring to you, Uncle Dede. So let me paint this out because it's something there. With Logan Jones becoming officially a Chicago Bear when he comes under contract,
it's a great question.
Ultimately, how quick do you want to expedite his process in the sense of when do you want Logan Jones to take over? I know that we have already traded for Garrett Bradbury from the New England Patriots, and that is going to be our season starter. But the question is, do you give Garrett Bradbury a full season, or during the season, whenever Logan Jones is looking to you as a coach ready, do you make that jump? Because the only reason I ask this is simply because if you don't do this move sooner than later, Caleb is going to go year 1, Coleman Shelton, year 2, Drew Dalman, year 3, Garrett Bradbury, year 4, Logan Jones. Isn't there at least a cohesion between the quarterback and the center?
So,
and prior to all this that happened this offseason, if Drew Dalman never retires or calls it a career,
he would have been the center.
We're not having this. This is another year for us.
Yes.
So right now we traded for Garrett Bradbury and a knee-jerk reaction to the retirement. And then we drafted, look at that, a starting caliber center, but that's a good problem, quote unquote. So with that being said, does Caleb benefit from going year 2 to 3 to 3 to 4 with a different center every year, or is it better to try and expedite Logan Jones into that role and maybe look at Garrett Bradbury and say, thank you, we did trade for you, but you will not be here next year?
All right,
gentlemen.
So you have you answered this for him?
No,
not really.
You go first.
Okay, because I'm gonna be interested in hearing what your response is gonna be to this one for sure.
Like I said, doesn't a quarterback and a center need to have that repertoire?
So you would like for them to have the chemistry. You would ideally. Nothing about Caleb's career thus far has been ideal. I think he's had 3 coaches in 3 years, 3 offensive coordinators in 3 years.
More than that, I think.
Yeah, 4 offensive coordinators or something like that in his tenure with the
we
Bears.
had what was his name? Shane Waldron, Thomas Jones. I think it was about 4-3.
So nothing about his career so far has been ideal. And yet the Bears were really one play away from possibly making a Super Bowl appearance last year. Do I think the rookie should be just thwarted into play? I don't think so. With football, right? It's different than basketball. With football, you really want to get your cornerstone pieces, if they have the opportunity to have a solid professional to learn from. You want to give them an opportunity to learn from that solid professional, how Aaron Rodgers did behind Brett Favre, how Alex Smith did for Patrick Mahomes. And there's a couple of other names that we can throw out there where you know, they had a veteran that was able to teach them how to really play the game at a professional level. The draft choice was made to solidify the future. But for the here and now, you have your starting center. If he does not get injured or if he does not play bad, as long as he plays well, then you have no reason to move on from a healthy center that's playing well just to go to a project. And the reason I say that is because the Bears' number one asset is the quarterback. So you want to make sure that by any means necessary, the quarterback is protected. The offensive line has to be sure so that you can make sure that your number one asset is protected. I mean, you already let him grace the cover of Madden. So, you know, we know how that works from time to time. But I would stick with the veteran. I would, unless, like I said, he plays bad or unless you look up and the Bears are out of playoff contention or something like that. And then you really see them going to, okay, let's give some of these rookies a chance to actually get meaningful game reps. Then I can understand it at that point. But as long as they are winning games and they are in contention like we really think they have the opportunity to be, it's no reason to change your center if it's working. And like I said, I get it. You want them to be able to develop that chemistry, but that's what you have OTAs for. That's what you have training camp for. That's what you have practice for. You really don't gain chemistry from game reps like that, because the chemistry is nothing but learning tendencies. That's all chemistry is. You can learn each other's tendencies from practice. You can learn each other's tendencies from scrimmaging. Now, it's nothing like actual live game reps as far as to getting experience. But the chemistry and the tendencies, you can learn that from just getting actual reps together. So, no, don't go away from your veteran. You brought him in for a year. You knew when you paid him, when you signed him to a 1-year contract.
Traded
for him. You knew that what
it was. He knew
what it was. He knew what it was. You knew what it was. This is a 1-year rental just so that we can get the next guy ready. So be a consummate professional. Come in, show them what you know, teach your replacement, and we'll give you a great parting gift on your way out the door.
Hopefully, a Super Bowl.
Right.
No, those were great and valid points. And I had a long time to think about this since you presented the question. And my thing was, I think that you go with the proven center, because of the fact is that a lot of us forget that Bradbury also played in the Super Bowl last year. He didn't play for the winning team. That was the New England Patriots, but he was very solid.
The starting center.
He was starting center in that game, and he was solid. He had an overall decent season. So you want to give Caleb the best chance available to advance in his career. And I understand that it's for 1 year, but you still want to give him that veteran leadership and presence and somebody that knows how to command the offensive line in order to make sure that things go well, to be able to build momentum going into the season. So I can understand why you wait for Logan Jones, because of the fact is that, again, learn from the veteran, do what you can from the veteran, but let's go with this known presence for this line, because losing Drew Dahlman was a major blow.
It was
unexpected too.
Very. And the best part about the offensive line,
we didn't think about center this year.
But the best part about the offensive line, that we knew for sure that the interior of the line was going to be there. And with him being gone, that just devastates everything. But you got a proven center who's been solid in Minnesota. He was solid last year with New England. And I don't see a reason why you don't start him at this point. So, like you said, barring injury or just something like a complete lapse of focus, I don't see what the big deal is as far as him starting for this 1 year. Thank him for his services. And then, Logan, you're up next year.
It's 1 year. It's this year. It expires. He's here to Logan is here to simply watch Garrett. And again, like you said, he went to the Super Bowl last year. This guy is somebody. And also, Garrett Bradbury coming back to this division after spending many years with Minnesota. He knows Detroit. He knows Green Bay. He knows Minnesota. So it's not completely out the realm of possibility to say, like, yo, this is a good guy. If Drew Dahlman never retires, this whole conversation that me and the boys are having, it's irrelevant. It's not even a combo. It's not.
Absolutely.
But I'm glad that the Bears addressed the need and did it right away. They didn't wait. They didn't hesitate. They knew exactly what they wanted, a veteran leadership role who kind of resembles a Drew Dahlman type career, and they went to go get their guy.
And for all those guys that play Madden and want to sit there and say, why would you sign the center and draft the rookie? Well, I think your answer is right there in your actual question. Free agency comes before actual drafting, and we didn't actually sign him. We traded for him. We were very, very proactive. We didn't want to go to the draft and find ourselves SOL when it came to a center. We actually were in a scenario where, hey, we have a good problem. We can take him and take him now.
Yeah.
And if anything, hindsight is 2020. Should we have traded for Garrett Bradbury at that point? Probably not. However, hindsight again is 2020. We're here, guys. We have him. We have Garrett Bradbury. We're gonna figure this out by hook or by crook.
And I agree with it. And I think Ben's going to get the best out of his line because of how strong of a point that was offensively for the development of Caleb.
That center, two guards, the left and the right guard, it was a strength.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of us last year.
I think that they're going to get the best out of that room, and of course, the offensive line coach is definitely going to get the best out of that line. So yeah, I don't see a problem with it. I do understand the consistency because, like you said, that'll be every year you had a new center. But I think that this is the last time Caleb will have to deal with this problem.
Yeah, I agree.
I would expect Logan Jones to be that center for his longevity. Yeah. And I would say, Garrett, hey, you're here right now. Teach him what you can teach him. And if it happens during the season, and this is my 2 cents when it comes to the conversation of center. It's the fact that I want to look at them and say, if it's there, it's there. Yeah. And next year, when it comes to a full season, let's go for it. However, this season, don't rush them.
Yeah.
Do not.
Yeah.
But if there is a point in the season when Ben Johnson says, you know what, you are just head and shoulders in the twos, and you deserve to take a run, I'm not gonna be against it. If it comes week 10, week 11, 12, 13, whatever. If he sits there and says, because I don't expect him to be a day one starter like that. The fact that Garrett Bradbury's there and he is there, it tells me, hey, Logan, you have a few games where you can actually learn, watch film, talk to Garrett, talk to the rest of the guys. I'm pretty confident Joe Thuney is going to do everything in his power to make sure you're actually good enough, because he knows that you're going to try and come in here and do something, right? So with that being said, you have players on that line that really, really want you to excel. Agreed. So go for it and learn with it. If the season ends with the Bears saying, hey, I mean, to use left tackle last year as an example, when it comes to center, if the Bears all of a sudden say, hey, Ozzy Trapillo's ready, go for it. You know what I mean? And by Ozzy, I'm talking about, Logan. If the Bears one day sit there and say, hey, Garrett Bradbury, you're going to be the backup. Logan, I think you're ready to go.
Yeah.
I don't expect that until probably week 10. Yeah. But after that, not just week 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We'll figure that out as that time. But he needs time. So with that being said, Logan and Dylan Thieneman, hey, welcome to the Bears officially, because you guys are going to be pieces to this offense or in defense. Actually, defense and offense for years to come. And I hope you guys actually play through. I do want to ask the gentleman here another quick question that, hey, the NFL has been crazy this week.
It's been one heck of a week.
Between trades, between injuries, between all that stuff. I really, 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 really quick want to ask you guys, and don't do too much, but just give me your knee jerks. Micah Parsons has made news, and it seems like Micah is not coming back till mid-October. Mm-hmm. The Chicago Bears and the Packers don't play until the second week in October. With that being said, should we be worried, or with the way it's not official, but the way I've been hearing, and I'm going to give you guys my opinion and you guys go off that, I don't think that Micah's going to be ready for that week 6 matchup against us. That's just me. Gentlemen?
I'm going to say no as well. I'll be highly surprised that he plays, because it usually takes a full year for that injury to heal. And so I think that just pushing it because you want to play against the Chicago Bears, I think is just insane, especially if you're not 100%. I know you want to sack Caleb. I know all this and the third, but why jeopardize your season and your health to try to come back early when you know you won't be 100%? So, but we'll see.
All right, real quick. Real quick. With modern medicine being the way that it is it is quite possible for him to be ready in October. Simply because the rehab is different, the procedures are different, and everything on the back end with modern medicine, with handling these kind of injuries now is way advanced. That an ACL injury is something that you literally could come back from within 6 months or so, 6 to 8 months. same issues that the Patriots, that the Eagles had going on. As far as to some of the stuff with AJ Brown and one of the defensive backs and Jalen Hurts, where it was just a seared relationship. And the Patriots were already solid. They were already good. And Drake May just got him another weapon, a legit one, a legit weapon.
Yeah, I think that was pretty huge for them. I think they finally got a number one receiver that they needed. I think that finally went well for the Patriots because the development of Drake May, he does well when he has good, solid veteran receivers. And so with that being said, having a veteran, solid receiver in that aspect as far as coming on, being able to score, being able to, get to spots and, bring that veteran leadership to that team where they were sort of lacking. I think that this was a win-win. Plus, of course, AJ Brown is from the New England area, so it just made sense that he wanted to go there eventually in his career. So I do like the fact that, I think this was a good win. I think that he wanted out of Philly. I think it was best on both parties for him to move on from his Philly days, and they got the championship. But, I'm excited to see what AJ Brown does.
I am too. I hope that it work out for him, and I hope everything works out for him. And that they can move forward. Absolutely hope that they can move forward. And the other big receiver news for me.
Oh yeah,
OBJ going home.
I was actually very surprised about that.
Yeah, I was too. I'm like, OBJ back to the Giants. Like, where this come from? Where this come from? But I mean, they already got a decent receiver room over there. And Jackson Dart, he got him a new target. So I'm thoroughly impressed by him. I'm happy for OBJ. Hopefully it all works out for him. Hopefully the move be good for him as well as for the actual Giants themselves.
See, I'm skeptical, on the move because of the fact is that I don't know what OBJ has left in the tank. I mean, it's great that he went back to the Giants. They've been trying to get him back for the last 6 years. And so I don't know, with these last couple of injuries, with the whole thing with the run after the, I think it went towards ACL in the Super Bowl with the Rams. Mm-hmm. And then he hasn't really been the same. And he hasn't been in the league pretty much since, for real. So he had that 1 year with Baltimore, but he never looked like OBJ. So it's like, I don't know what per se you're getting out of him. I mean, it looks like it could be one of those situations of Victor Cruz when he came back to New York. And, he just was never the same receiver. He came to Chicago and then he retired because he didn't make the squad. Yeah. So it's like, I'm not wishing anything bad against OBJ in his career. I hope everything does go well and, they get that veteran wide receiver that they need. But it's one of those things where I'm just 50-50 on, is this a good thing or a bad thing? But only time will tell.
Hey, the only thing I can say to OBJ is don't do crypto in New York. No Bitcoins.
No Bitcoins.
No Bitcoins.
No, sir. Leave that alone, man.
Yeah, no Bitcoins.
Leave it alone.
Before we transition from football and talk a little baseball, I want to read a couple of more of the comments that we got.
Okay.
Miss Maria Ware, appreciate you tuning in. She said, hey, guys, I was going to call in tonight, but I can't hold the line. I have things to do. Before I can go out and enjoy this weekend, which includes the Blues Fest. Yes, support the Blues Fest.
Absolutely.
And the Purple Cancer Survival Walk. That's a big one, too.
Yes.
Now, for the Chicago Bears, I will continue to support Caleb Williams. I hope that they treat him better than they are treating the Illinois fans. If the Bears leave Illinois, then I'm going to focus my newly found American football frenzy on the Chicago State Cougars. Yes. Chicago State will be having Division I football this year.
So cool.
That it is. They will be playing in SeatGeek Stadium. Shout out to Coach Holmes over there. I call him Coach. He is director over there. Mike Holmes over at Chicago State. Shout out to them and everything that they've done over there, putting that together. I will be in attendance at one Chicago State game. I don't know which one I'll be at. Yeah. But I will be going to a Chicago State football game.
No question. Definitely
absolutely will be going. Hopefully I can dap up Mike Holmes and he can get me in the suite so I won't have to be outside in the cold because I am a tropical dude. So yeah, I don't do that cold weather. But if I have to bundle up and get out there, then I'll bundle up and get out there. Or I'm gonna have to just catch one game early in the season.
You know it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Miss Ware. I will be tuned in to Chicago State. And I'm gonna watch the Bears even if they do try to, weasel their way to Indiana. I'm still gonna be watching my Chicago Bears.
I mean, and it's not like the move is gonna happen like overnight / tomorrow. This is years in the making. The Bears probably won't be there until like 2030, 2031 type ish. Realistically, once they build the stadium and everything that comes along with it. So, I mean, the Bears will be in Chicago for a little while. So I don't think we have to give our hopes up on losing the Bears just yet.
Yeah, I that's why this is a long process.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a long process. It is not like T-Dub said, it's not happening overnight. The Bears could still be here. We can look up, it's 2030 and they still haven't moved.
Absolutely.
Like still haven't moved. So that's why I said the cons keep your ear to the streets here in Chicago, because once the Bears do move from Soldier Field, whether it's to Arlington Heights, whether it's to Naperville or wherever they end up going, even if it's in Hammond, which I still don't believe they're going across the border. Y'all heard it here. The Jacksonville Jaguars will be relocating to Chicago.
Yeah, I can see that definitely happening, honestly. It makes so much sense.
You have heard it here.
Yeah, you've been saying this for a while, too.
I
definitely believe that you're on the right track with that for sure.
Definitely have been. Now, it's baseball.
Well, before we do that, we got to talk another big thing about the Bears.
Oh, okay.
We got to talk about it. For the first time ever in Chicago Bears history, our boy, 18, a.k.a. the Iceman cometh, the Iceman delivers, has been named the 2027 cover athlete of NFL Madden, John Madden 2027. Congratulations to our boy Caleb Williams, aka my cousin. You know us Williams clan, we got to stick together.
So look, I did have a few questions put together for yes or no. We probably not gonna have time to get to it, but since my boy he just walked back in, yeah, we bringing up the Caleb on the cover of Madden. Very long applause.
I know, right?
So one of the questions
One
of the questions that was on yes or no for today is, the ever so famous Madden football game has released its cover athlete, and it is the Iceman, Caleb Williams, at the moment of the Chicago Bears, because they could be the Indianapolis Bears. The Hammond.
You know what it's gonna be. Yeah, stop.
We do know about the ever evolving.
That's the cover right
Madden
there.
curse.
Yeah, the other one.
That's the cover.
This is the
The
cover.
other one
here.
was the exclusive cover.
Yeah, this
So
is
you pay all the extra stuff for Madden.
This is the cover here.
Hey, haters, eat your heart out. That's all I gotta
We
say.
hope that Caleb does not fall victim to this Madden curse.
Yep.
The ultimate shocker of this cover is that Caleb is the first Chicago Bears player to ever grace the cover of Madden.
Yep.
So, yes or no, and this is impromptu, really impromptu, Turbine, so don't beat me up. Yes or no, the Bears should have had at least one other player on the cover of Madden in the past.
Absolutely. There's two players that come to mind instantly.
Okay, who are they? I'm glad because I was going to ask you who.
Brian Urlacher
Mm-hmm.
is number one.
Mm-hmm.
Devin Hester is number two.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that, because even in those seasons where they were Pro Bowlers and, especially that Super Bowl run, one of those two should have made it because they both had dynamic seasons that year. So the following year, one of them should have made the cover. And the fact that Devin Hester set the rookie record for kickoff returns and punt returns scored for touchdowns that season, his rookie season, and the first touchdown he got in the Super Bowl was a kick return, I don't understand how you don't make that happen. I don't get it. So I think one of those two definitely should have got it in the long run in their careers as the cover athlete for Madden for sure.
What you say, Turbine?
I mean, I give it to Brian because the defensive player of the year in 2005. And it's not like Sean Alexander was doing anything crazy. And most people that I would talk about Sean Alexander right now don't know who the heck that guy is. So with that being said, I think that maybe Brian Urlacher could have been there. Devin, when it came to his rookie year, his second year, maybe. The other years was a little too late. But those first 2 years, why not? Because it was definitely something that Madden was definitely trying to promote, because you would sit there and if you would play as the Bears, you were actually waiting for punts. you were waiting for kickoffs because you said let Devin do something. I can't. I promise you, the amount of kickbacks that I took back as Devin Hester in Madden is nothing close to his actual record. Because that speed, that coverage, I promise you, I was just saucing people. And this is Madden. This is a football team. This is a virtual thing. So, T, I understand why you think Urlacher and Hester should be on the cover. Mm-hmm. I think they should have been. At least Urlacher should have been in the past.
Fair. That's fair.
But with Caleb right now, I kind of like it. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I kind of wish it didn't happen. Simply because of the,
Madden curse.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want my quarterback to get cursed. Even last year, look at Saquon Barkley. He didn't get hurt.
He just had off year.
But he just didn't perform to the year prior.
Hey.
The curse is a curse.
We taking the curse. We are taking it. You gonna love this one. We are taking the curse from the Madden cover, and we are giving it to Danhausen. And as long as Danhausen don't
we might have to call him.
As long as he don't come in here and be like, "You are cursed," Caleb is fine.
Hey, we honestly, as a collective, might have to pay him some. We might have to say, "Hey, Danhausen, we got some." We got.
He cursed the Cavaliers, and look what happened.
Yeah.
No, he uncursed the Knicks,
and
they're currently 2-0 in the NBA Finals.
Hey, Danhausen might be on to something.
Hey, you know me. I know Danhausen. As much as I don't want to believe in it, I'm just like, you cannot be kidding me. Every time it goes his favor, I'm just like,
yep,
bro, stop.
So
do I have to pay you some money for the Bears? Do I have to pay you money for the Bulls? Because I know we're cursed over here in Chicago. Why is the city of Chicago just damned? You know what I'm saying? And do I have to call you Danhausen, WWE superstar? If you don't know who I'm talking about, just look him up. Yeah. He has a curse streak that is just it's
unmatched right now.
It's there.
Yeah, he's unmatched right now.
Trust me. Uncle Daddy texted me like, "Yo, I think did he curse the Cubs?" I'm like, I hope he didn't.
I sure asked you that.
I was like, hope he didn't, because quite frankly, I don't want to deal with Danhausen.
They
were
losing, and the game that they won yesterday, sheesh.
Man. Today alone, 18-3. Belt to booty.
Did they win?
No, we lost 18-3
at the crib.
Yes,
they were losing 6-0.
2 runs scored after that,
and then more runs and more runs and more and more.
They got back.
Bro, it was a bag. It was a
they were
terrible
losing 6-0, and I was watching the game yesterday, and I saw Nico Horner, was that Horner or Pete Crow? PCA that lost the ball and the license. He's like, gave up a little league home run.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is bad. But they came back and walked him off.
And to be his credit, he was the hero to
walk him off. Yeah. So I was like, okay, maybe they turn in the corner. But
and real quick question, guys. I have to ask, just because I'm looking at the comments.
Brother Wall. Yeah. So let me answer the question, and then I'm gonna respond to that. Okay. Because I got a quote that I got pulled up for that as well, because he made me think about it. So as far as to Caleb being the first Chicago Bear to ever grace the cover, yes, I agree. Y'all missing one. It was 3 that could have been on the cover.
Okay.
Urlacher and Hester for sure. But Matt Forte was the most productive player in NFL.
He was on offense.
But on offense, he was the entire offense. For years. And
no Brandon Marshall?
And he didn't.
No. I mean, he broke Walter Payton numbers. He broke O.J. Simpson numbers. He broke Jim Brown numbers. Yeah. Like
Matt Forte
was very underrated.
And he didn't miss games.
He did not.
And he didn't miss games. So Matt Forte is the one that I think that
honestly, he could have been the best running back in the NFC North if Adrian Peterson was not
there.
In there.
Yes, and Adrian Peterson was just a machine, but he still was not as productive as Matt Forte.
Agreed.
He had more flashy plays and more big time runs than Matt Forte did. But Brother Wild posted a comment, say nice fingernail polish. Talking about one Caleb Williams on the cover of this Madden case, this Madden cover, right? And that made me think about another comment that I saw from somebody that we know as Bootsy Badass himself.
We talked about him on the Kendall Moore show.
Commented, fingernails painted on Madden. Young boys look up to you, bro. Shaking my head, Caleb Williams. This is an example that you set for them. You want respect from your teammates, and your hands look like they ladies, but that's not the word that he said. Ladies' nails at home. Shaking my head at whoever thought you would see this on a Madden cover. I feel sorry for these kids.
That's Bootsy in Atlanta.
That's Bootsy from Atlanta. Bootsy from Atlanta.
What do you think, bro? I ain't gonna lie to you. Real talk. Come on.
Where were you at when the Chicago Bulls won their last 3 championships? And we had a dude with painted nails, bunch of piercings, and colorful hair.
Didn't he marry himself?
That married himself.
Okay. That wasn't a problem.
Participated in a WCW wrestling match in the heart of the finals.
Him and Diamond Dallas Page
went on a
Hulk Hogan and Karl
Malone. Went on a 72 or 48-hour bender in Vegas during the middle of the season. And this guy came back, and after each debacle, he kept his nails painted, he kept his piercings going, a bunch of tattoos and colorful hair, and he did absolutely nothing but be a key component to the Chicago Bulls winning 3 straight championships.
But Caleb Williams gets to cover with those nails for 2 years. But now it's a problem. Now it's a conversation. See, now we're talking about it. We knew this was a thing when he was in college. He's 2 years as a pro. Why? If this convo comes up right now, I promise you, and this is me. I'm sorry, Unc. I'm just gonna get on my soapbox right here.
Okay.
All I gotta say simply is this: if you right now is the time where you want to get on your personal soapbox and sit there and say, "Oh, hey, Boosie, hey, this is the cover of Madden. Most kids play this. What are you talking about? They're gonna see Caleb Williams painting nails." They knew it. They knew already. Do not even pretend to act like this was news. Caleb Williams has been doing this since college. This is exactly. And the fact of the matter is, who cares?
Right.
Who really cares? Because quite frankly, us 3 as Chicagoans, this man, as long as he wins
football games, we give him with his nails, with his nails, with his hair, with his toenails, in his personal life, bro. He is getting paid to be a football player. He's a quarterback in the likes that the Chicago Bears have never had.
And how many
had?
How many comeback wins did we get last year? 7, including playoffs. Who constructed those? Hey, T-Up, who constructed us?
Caleb with his painted fingernails. So Boosie.
So why you acting like it's a problem now?
Boosie out there in Atlanta, y'all might really have that concern.
Go worry about Michael Penix. Go worry about whatever you got to worry about over there. Yeah. Go worry about Tua Tagovailoa. Nah. If you coming over here to talk about my quarterback and the fact of the matter that he's the cover athlete of Madden
with painted nails,
and sitting there saying like, what is the message to young men? Nothing. Because I promise you, they're not buying that game, downloading that game because it's a different day and age, but they're not getting or purchasing that game and worrying about fingernails. They're worrying about the brand new mechanics that Madden every year installs. There's something different. And I promise you, the only thing that it's going to be about Caleb is not about his fingernails. I promise you, it's because this week, me and Tyus talked about it this week. He was actually on the Kelsey Brothers podcast. And when he was on the Kelsey Brothers podcast, he was asked about his Madden cover. And guess what rating he's getting? He's getting a 90 overall. Yeah. As much as he did not like it, he said they can adjust it during the season. He is looking for the 99 club because he knows. It's crazy to think that he thinks. I'm telling you, he knows he's better than a 90. Yeah. And he's going to get there. And the fact of the matter is, hey, Detroit, hey, Minnesota, hey, Green Bay, you hoping that I'm wrong. You're hoping that I'm full of hyperbole. But I promise you, the quarterback that we got is not letting it be that simple. Because this week he talked about the fact of the matter is, I might be down on wide receivers, but I'm up on tight ends. He sat there and said, I got Cole Kmet, I got Colson Loveland, and guess what? I got Sam Roush. I got 3 guys that can do everything in that tight end room. They can catch it, they can block it. I'm telling you right now, we getting 3 tight ends out there during the year. And Rome Odunze is going to be that one wide receiver because whatever the package is, here's the thing I saw already, and this is just me. I saw that the Bears are going to go 5, they're going to go to their backs, they're going to fullback, they're going to go to 3 tight ends, and they go Rome. And then when things get to whatever they package and see and scheme, guess what happens? Colson Lovin goes outside and matches up against a guy who can't cover him right. Because when you see that many tight ends on the field, you're thinking it's a run. So I love the fact that the Bears can early on disguise it. And it's going to be early. And eventually, when they get to that personnel, when it's like 12, 13, the big personnel, this offense doesn't predicate without shifting or movement because they want to see what the defense is going to do. And that's Ben being Ben. And I sat there and was concerned sitting there saying, I was like, oh, Rome Odunze is the best receiver here. Who's the next guy? Luther Burden. And then I had to follow the path. And I was like, who's the next guy after Luther? And I kind of was a little scared. I was like, is it really Jahdae Walker? Is it the new guy we just drafted? Is it, you know what I mean? So I was scared. And then once I heard Caleb talking about this tight end room with such glee, I was like, yo, that wide receiver room is actually irrelevant because as much as we talking about 1, 2, 3s, you know, the X, the Y, the Z, this team's only worried about the X because the Y, the Z are going to be the tight ends. And I can understand that because if you go to the line with 3 tight ends and Rome, and then you shift Colson Loveland to the wideout, I'm going to tell you right now, what DB can cover him?
None.
You know what I'm saying? They're playing checkers and we playing chess.
Yep.
We trying to put personnel mismatches out there where we can. So it's early on, but I can see what they're initially trying to do. So it's early on, but hey, DJ Turbine sees what they're maybe doing, and if that comes to fruition, oh, we're gonna have a fun season, guys.
So,
we're gonna have a fairly fun season.
So I want to talk about the fingernail thing, and I'm gonna get off of the soapbox on this one. My thing is, I agree with both of what you guys said, and I personally don't care if he painted his fingernails because of the fact is that, you know, he's supporting his mom and his business and bring awareness to his mom business. And as we all know, as being mother's boys, we all gonna support our mama on her business adventures on whatever she's doing.
Mama.
The other part about that is that as long as you throw that ball 60 yards, make accurate passes, I really don't care. The other part about it is, and this is to also talk about TJ Houshmandzadeh because he said he don't like the fingernail painting. He talked about Caleb on one of the podcasts with LaShawn McCoy and Emmanuel Acho. And he talked about that whole thing and, you know, just trying to make it something bigger than what it is about, you know, sexuality and all that stuff. And it's like, personally, I don't care what he does in his personal life. That's his business. All I care about is what he produces on the field. Mm-hmm. And the fingernail paint is not affecting him throwing the ball whatsoever. So who cares? Let's be real. Caleb would be our all-time leading passer if it wasn't for the Bears leading the NFL in drops last season. Let's be real. Yeah. Caleb would have been a 4,000-yard passer and would have had the all-time record.
But he's still the all-time single season.
I agree he is. Yeah. But again, if those passes weren't dropped by the players, he would have had a 4,000-yard season.
I think once I saw the statistics, it was like 500-600 yards on the ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you get all that, plus, he would have had more touchdowns too as well. And clearly, him doing that didn't affect his nails being painted. So, again, who cares? I personally don't care what he does. Long as he can go down there, make the right throws, and throw the ball down the field, I don't care. I think this whole thing with the whole thing of looking up to boys and this, that, and the third is that I think that we're putting too much emphasis on what athletes do in their lives. And, again, we bring it back to Charles Barkley saying, I am not a role model all the time.
Not a role
we
model.
Always go back and forth with that. So it's just one of those things where, I mean,
he likes churros now.
For sure. But if you're going to the point of trying to, you know, talk about sexuality and looking up to being and all that, and this, and the third, well, we can also say the same thing about Boosie because of your music is degrading black women.
Yep.
So right now, what are you talking about right now? You're not no role model. You got like 12 kids or something crazy like that. So I mean, it's like one of those things where it's called the kettle calling the pot black thing, and I don't like it. But I mean, it's just my opinion.
Yeah.
It's just my opinion. But you're no role model either to, talk about, leading young men, this, that, and the third. And
to insinuate
and
just
he's
because the
literally-
cover athlete has those fingernails
Exactly.
painted, like
And
it's going to change anything crazy.
Exactly. He's literally done nothing. So it's just like one of those things where I think that people are in their feelings, and I understand from a certain perspective of when you grew up with older parents back in the day and this and the third, they may call it girly or, that's, homosexual or things that I get that. I understand.
So ultimately, what's the final consensus? Caleb being the cover athlete.
That's the same. I get the whole premise, and I don't want to go down deep in the rabbit hole about that. So, but I do understand I do understand where they're coming from on how they feel and why they feel the way they feel. So it's just the whole thing about being raised in perspective. I get it. I get it.
Because I'm an '80s kid too, and I knew
you.
And I know that, when we were kids, anybody that wore nail polish was considered goth. They had black nail polish on, and the guys wore the eyeliner.
And you're not that ain't totally inaccurate today.
And it's not. But my time that I spent inside of high school, I see so many boys with nail polish on.
Right.
Like, if you wearing nail polish, you wearing nail polish, bro. It is what it is.
Don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. What type of person are you?
Right.
Are you a douchebag, or are you,
right,
a solid person?
That's what matters.
That's what matters. I don't care what you dress like, how you look, none of that. What type of person are you? Caleb Williams was drafted here to the city of Chicago. He's going to make a ton of money here in the city of Chicago to be a quarterback, a freaking quarterback of our football team, whether that team is in Chicago, Arlington Heights,
or
Hammond, Indiana, or even if they go to Wakanda.
Right.
He is the quarterback of our
Wakanda
football
forever.
team. I don't care what he do. Dude can grow his hair long like Sunshine from off the Remember the Titans. And continue to
It
paint
won't be the
his
same,
nails.
bro.
It won't be the same, but he can do that and continue to paint his nails just as long as you throwing touchdowns and not interceptions and you winning football games, bro. Us in Chicago, we don't care
at all.
We don't care
at all.
I might not invite you to the cookout because I don't know you personally, but you're Caleb Williams. You might get an invite to the cookout just because you are Caleb Williams.
Exactly.
And I'll be like, hey, all my nieces, holler at Caleb.
He said all my nieces.
Yeah, get some nails done from Caleb mama. But
I'm just saying.
We not judging dude because his nails. Congratulations, Caleb.
Cover
on
athlete.
making the cover.
Awesome.
Hopefully,
you
can avoid the curse and all that. So hopefully, he can avoid the curse. Congratulations for making that cover.
Well, before we get out of here, of course, I always try to bring a
thoughts
little
about
bit.
Caleb, bro.
I already went,
Yeah,
Caleb.
yeah,
I already went. So we're good. So before we get out of here, we want to talk a quick baseball real quick, highlight a couple things. So I'm just going to go right into it. As we know, the White Sox lost Murakami last week. He will be out 3 to 4 weeks with a grade 2 hamstring injury. He still has 20 home runs on the season. And so far this week, the White Sox have been a little bit up and down. They lost a couple games, but they also won some. So, they
Also, Aaron Judge got hurt, and
well.
those two gentlemen are Murakami and Judge are in that
4 to 6 weeks or something like that too. As well?
Exactly.
So yeah, it's one of those things where it does suck, but I think that I think the White Sox will be fine. I think they again having up and down games, but it's been some great games they won. It's been some tough losses, especially 2 of them against Minnesota. But things happen, so I think they're on track, and I think we're doing good. Turban, can you wrap up with the Cubs?
Yeah, the Cubs have been having a rough time. We're up and down, and it's a definition of down more than up. Yesterday, we actually had a crucial win, a nice walk-off against why can I remember who my boys were last week?
It was Oakland.
Oakland A's.
Hey, thank you guys. I'm sorry, I don't know why my mics are going over here. But Oakland, and tonight we got the definition of belt to booties. 18-3. And it was on the return of Edward Cabrera. We are, as a Northside team, we are ridden with injury and trying to get back to a spot where we can be. I mean, I told Titus earlier, I said, hey, man, the baseball gods blessed me with 2 10-game win streaks.
That's true. They did.
But the same way that slingshot went to the nice, it went straight to the bad. Because right now we are in the garbage. We are in the cellar. We are down there trying to figure ourselves out.
What was that? Dark Knight Rise.
And I mean, look, the South Side, you guys are playing better than us. Yeah, you guys have, I think, if anything, we have
a half game lead.
Yeah.
In baseball right
You
now?
guys we have the same exact losses, but you guys have a win against us. So exactly a half game lead. But it's not that good when you look at the records. We're both floating around 500.
Yeah, but nobody expected the White Sox to be here.
Again, we're still floating around 500. And the fact of the matter is, we both can slide.
That's true, but
so either way, I know. Hey, Uncle Dede, shut up. Because I know. No. Because Uncle Dede threw a shot earlier and sat there and said, "Oh, have the Cubs done anything since we lost to the Sox?"
Not really.
We've won a couple games here and there.
Yeah.
But we're trying to get ourselves together. We're trying. We're trying. Gentlemen, I'm not trying to compete with you guys because you guys are a whole different conference. Do your thing. Handle your business.
We got one more comment I want to read. Of course, Cindy, thank you for still chiming in with us and tuning in. He said that he was at the game Wednesday, and when Dan Swansby struck out in the 8th inning, the Cubs fans booed him badly. The Cubs fans have bigger issues than Dan Swansby struggling right now.
Yeah.
And I can say the Sox have more issues than Sydney worrying about Dansby Swanson. So, hey, Sydney, worry about you, and I'll worry about me.
You know, Cubs fans get so harsh when they start losing.
So sensitive.
Yeah. He just talked bad about
Are you
himself.
guys really gonna say that to me right now? No. Oh, you guys are
right, man. He's so sensitive. You gonna come with your nails painted next week?
I love this is the point what I said earlier. You guys are so quiet when you ain't doing nothing. But you guys are doing better now. Let me talk. Let me talk. If you guys want to say your piece, say your piece. But I still want to talk.
Every jab.
Okay, you gonna give me a chance?
Go ahead.
Okay. All I want to say is this.
Go Cubs.
This is exactly what I said all year. You don't want to talk about them when they're down.
We did talk about it.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Shut up. You guys didn't talk about it. You didn't say a peep. Sydney said more on YouTube than you guys said all the season. I don't want to hear that from you guys.
Because when the White Sox was losing, I had the over-under that they was going to break the record for most losses. We said that.
We talked about it. We literally talked about it.
See, that's the thing about the Southsiders. We're going to talk bad about our team when they bad.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming. They acting like I don't have receipts. Keep it coming. Just keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Your receipts are definitely
Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Go ahead. Take us home on the Cubs, brother. You got it.
All I want to sit there and say is to them and to South Side, North Side, I'm actually hoping for both of us. Those two, that's T-Dub, that's Deontay, that's Uncle Dede, Desmond, to those who don't know. They want to sit there and paint a picture of, oh, we weren't bad. Y'all, you don't know about this. Y'all didn't have an opinion about baseball a month ago. Now you guys are experts, right? Now you guys got something to say,
it's
right?
It's funny that he keeps saying this, and we literally tried to talk about it. And when we did talk about it,
No, Titus, no, because you acted like you was talking about baseball for the longest time, but now you're talking about it because you're winning. Sir, no. He acting like he's doing something revolutionary out there. He's been quiet for the longest time. You've been quiet for the longest time. Now the fact this is the very first week in all of baseball in which that you and the Sox have actually had y'all above us. Hey Titus, I'm looking at you. No, don't look at that phone. Look at me.
No, I gotta get my trivia ready.
Look at me.
I gotta get my trivia ready. I'm just trying to make sure.
Hey, VO1 audience. I'm looking at me. Look at me. You looking at me?
I'm looking.
What did we talk about this week? Who was the guy that actually announced it to you and said, hey, the Sox are actually the #1 team in baseball in Chicago? It was me. Yeah. You didn't say it. You didn't care for it. No. you can't because you didn't do anything. I was there. I sat there. I lived during it. He sat there and said, oh, you're right. You know what? How about that? Look at that turbine. I was like, so I'm giving you your flowers and you still want to give me thorns. So if you want to give me those thorns, I don't mind. I am willing to give him roses. He just wants to give me thorns.
That's tough. I don't even want to touch that one with a 10-foot pole. Anyway, hopefully both teams do better this weekend. We can't wait to see how this
work out. Yeah,
you know, let's keep it going with the Sox and Cubs up there.
And coming from a White Sox fan, I want to see the Cubs be able to pull themselves together before the All-Star break and the trade deadline. Because I personally would like to see them be buyers more than sellers come the trade deadline. Because I believe that the Cubs have enough talent.
They got all the talent. They just need pitching.
They just need pitching.
And then here's the thing about it. I'm gonna be dogging up my soapbox on this. Me and Turbine talked about this earlier. I'm like, how come every single season and off season we know the Cubs one weakness need pitching?
They haven't.
They're going to off season. They say they're gonna do it, and they never do.
They never.
You go get Alex Bregman.
And they said this year that we're not doing it again.
You go do all and get all
it's
these
frustrating.
players, but you never address the pitching.
And the last time they won the World Series, they had probably one of the best pitching staffs in baseball.
They even made a mid-season trade to go get Aroldis Chapman
from the starters, and then they knew they bullpen was solid, but they struggled closing. And
Aroldis Chapman is available right now.
He like 60,
80 now.
Bring him back to the squad, bro. I don't care. It's close. Bring him back.
His shoulder gonna fall off. His shoulder. All right, T-Dub, let's get to this trivia. Then I want to hit y'all with the last question I have for yes or no.
Here we go. So trivia this week. I had two of them, but I'm gonna just go with one of them. In NBA history, there has been one low seed to win an NBA Finals. And by low, I mean this is the lowest seed ever to win the NBA Finals. Fellas, can y'all name me that team who is the lowest seed to win the NBA Finals?
Was it? I'm trying to remember. The year the Mavericks won, what they were like a 4, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they were like a 4 or something like that. 3-4. But no, it's not them.
No, it's not them.
It's not them. To answer that question. Stop Googling.
No, I'm thinking right now. I'm sitting there like.
You know what's funny? When I came across the question, I knew it immediately.
The year the Detroit Pistons.
The same thing he just said.
The year they won though, because they one of the better defensive teams throughout basketball.
Plus they finished like number 2 in East that year, so no.
I'll say it. Did you Google it? See it? Because that's where I was going next.
Sydney is correct.
That's why I was going next.
Sydney is correct.
That's why I was
going next. 94-95
Houston Rockets
won it as the number 6 seed.
Yeah, that's why I was
the lowest seed in NBA history to win the finals.
Seriously?
Yes.
Who was the lowest seed to make it?
Oh, easily. The New York Knicks at number 8.
At number 8. The Knicks made it at 8.
Oh, well, technically,
the modern day has the Miami Heat.
It's Miami Heat because they were playing.
The play-in, yeah.
I win.
The play-in. That. Whatever.
You said no Google, Sydney. Shout out,
no
Sydney.
Google. Okay, good job, Sydney. Because I was counting back the years. I had to think about the teams that started on the road in the years of the finals, and I was going back the years, and I know none of the LeBron teams, none of the Steph Curry teams, none of the Tim Duncan teams were a lower seed.
Yeah.
And they pretty much those three players, their teams dominated for like 15 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
So. And yeah, that's why I was getting to the 90s, and it was the Bulls and the Rockets.
Yep.
And that's what my next stop was, the Houston Rockets. So, well, do we have time for the other one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see what the other one is.
Okay. This is going to be a fun one. Can you name the states that have 2 or more NFL teams? So as we know, of course, the whole thing with the Bears possibly moving, it got me to doing this one. Which states have 2 or more NFL teams?
You got New York.
That is 1.
Dallas. I mean Texas.
Well, technically, no, you're wrong.
Well, Jersey.
Yeah, New Jersey. That's 1.
Yeah, because they Rutherford, East Rutherford. Yeah.
Exactly.
Texas.
Correct.
Florida.
Correct.
California.
Correct.
Washington.
You are wrong. Well, no, I'm sorry. You are right. Well,
'Cause they
technically,
got-
it's Maryland.
It's Maryland.
Yeah, but you are correct.
Yeah. You said states though, right?
Yeah, but Washington State and Maryland, two different things.
Repeat the question one more time.
So, which which states have 2 or more NFL franchises?
How many other states are there?
There are a total of 7. Yeah, you named 5 of them. You named 5 of them.
You said what again? Florida, New York, Texas, LA.
You said New Jersey.
Yeah, you didn't say Pennsylvania yet.
Yeah, I just said Pennsylvania.
Yes, Pennsylvania.
That's a new one.
There's one more left.
The Steelers and the Eagles.
Hey, that's one more left.
You said New York, Texas,
New York,
LA,
Texas.
Pennsylvania, Florida.
Yeah, the DMV. With both.
This is easy.
There's one more you're missing.
Not Michigan, Wisconsin. No.
Want to hit?
You said Texas already, right?
Hold on. Yeah, I said Texas already.
New York.
Let me run.
New Jersey,
through.
not New York.
Not New York, New Jersey, because both the Giants and the Jets are.
Yeah, he knows what he means. He's trying to be funny.
I'm not being funny. That's a whole other state.
You're hilarious.
That's a whole
There's only
nother
one
state.
team that plays in New York, in the state of New York, and that's the Bills.
Nothing in the Carolina. They just got one over there. Kansas City.
Turn
They
around.
just moved.
I know you got this.
They just moved to Kansas City. No, so not them. I mean, it wasn't 2 in Missouri
Ohio.
no more anyway. Yeah,
Correct.
Ohio.
You are correct. I told you you had this. New Jersey,
Cleveland,
Florida, California,
Cincinnati.
Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Maryland. You guys got it.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
took me a second,
Yeah.
but I got it.
That's what you gonna get.
Ooh, I got it. Ooh,
Don't
I
feel
got
bad.
it.
So when I ran across this one earlier this week, that was the one that I struggled with.
No,
And I'm like,
because you don't think about it.
Right,
You
don't.
really
Like
don't.
Ohio, because Ohio is super small.
Exactly.
So if Ohio can have 2 teams, Illinois definitely can.
Absolutely.
Bring the Jaguars.
Bring the Jaguars. Bring them on. All right. So y'all know when yes or no, I always have that one extra question. And for the sake of time, I had something on the Bulls and something else.
Come on, cut it now. Let's go.
That one question.
All right, here we go.
Because this is one of my favorite times of year. So
Is it?
Yes. Because I'm a tropical dude. I can't do cold weather.
That beard will confuse me sometimes.
Hey man, I
You
might
might
look
be
like
an
Grizz-
Eskimo.
I might look like Grizzly Adams, but
This is Sparta.
yeah, I'm a tropical guy.
ZZ Tops.
Yeah. So I'm a big time ice cream guy, and now that the weather is changing, I'm so locked in on indulging into my one guilty pleasure. Chicago to me has 3 big time chains or brands for ice cream. It's Cold Stone, Oberweis, Dairy Queen. I don't have a favorite out of the 3, but I do have the one that I go to the least, which is Oberweis. Right. Out of those 3, what are y'all favorites? And if y'all favorite is not in that 3, are there any other places that you can suggest that an ice cream connoisseur might want to go check out?
Oh, I definitely got 2 off the top of the rip. One is for sure. There's a neighborhood store in my neighborhood. I live in Auburn Gresham, and it's a black-owned business, and I encourage everybody to support it. Called B&B Ice Cream. It's a candy store, and an ice cream parlor that has everything in it. Every flavor you can think of, they got it.
Okay,
From the old school candies to everything we grew up on, from kids going to the candy lady, all the way to all the great ice creams and snacks and chips. So that would be my first. Go support them. 83rd and Racine. Go and support them. They got another location right off of right back across the street from Longwood. I think that's like 95th and Ashland. Not Ashland, no, Loomis. So yeah, definitely go support them. B&B Ice Cream. Shameless plug. The other one is, I can't believe you left this one off the list. Rainbow Cone.
Off West.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rainbow
So
Cone.
I've been there before, and they aight.
Nah.
They aight. They
Nah,
aight.
no,
aight.
come on, man.
They all right.
They you gotta put that at
They
least
all right.
number
They could be
4.
an honorable mention for sure.
Okay.
Because they were okay, and Killwin was decent too.
Yes,
Killwin
absolutely.
is decent.
Killwin is decent. Black on another black on ice cream parlor that we advertise with as well here at the station. Oh, and then how did I forget the one on 47? By the Rosenwald in the Rosenwald building. Oh, why am I drawing a blank all of a sudden? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank.
47th what? 47th what?
47th in like right by State or Wabash.
I haven't been there.
Yeah, it's a black-owned ice cream. I'm drawing a blank. They advertised with us a couple years
I'm
ago.
gonna have to hit up
It's really good.
brother Mandan
Hang
Muhammad.
on.
That's his
He knows
neck of the
exactly what
woods,
it's
'cause he
talking
know
about.
he.
Hang on, I'm
You know what?
telling
I think he might have told me about this ice cream place.
They
before.
have really good ice cream, and they got like this raisin / vanilla ice cream or something. It's really good. It's really good. But Turbine, you can go ahead.
Turbine,
While I
what's
Google
your
this.
between the three, Oberweis, Dairy Queen, Cold Stone? Which one is your favorite? And if it's somebody else that I should try that you can suggest?
Oh yeah. So DJ Turbine is not from the regional area here in Chicago. I'm from the northern region of Illinois. I'm from Waukegan.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to talk about ice cream parlors or things of that nature, I'm going to give a shout out to Dockside Ice Cream and Deli.
Oh, you took me there. Yeah.
I took you there a long time ago.
That's in Waukegan.
Yeah, it's a little spot in Waukegan.
It's really good.
Waukegan has a pier and has a long-standing ice cream parlor right off the river, right off the water. I'm sorry, not river, off the water. And it is one of the better places that I would recommend to anybody who wants to come and visit here in Chicago. Because quite frankly, I'm telling you right now, Titus knows.
Oh yeah.
Titus knows.
I got a Sunday for that one.
It was a fun place to be.
Man.
And I'm telling you right now that it is something that locals and others should at least give a shot to.
I agree.
If you come to Waukegan, why not?
Oh yeah, definitely encourage it.
Titus had it.
It was
I'm
really
just telling you
good.
right now.
It was really
and
good.
one of my personal favorites, and it sounds weird, banana. You want a banana milkshake? Hey, ain't no better place to get one. I'm telling you. I am telling you.
Where is that? Where's this?
Waukegan,
Okay,
downtown
Waukegan.
Waukegan, right next to the tracks when it comes to the actual tracks. Where if you want to take the metro up to Chicago to Waukegan, you're gonna be literally right there, walking distance, not even 10 minutes. I'm telling y'all right now. Look at the Facebook page; it's right there.
Yep. The other place I was talking about that's on 47th and Wabash is Sean Michelle's Homemade Ice Cream. That's what I was trying to say. Definitely go check them out. Another black-owned business, ice cream parlor. Really, really good ice cream. You just gotta go. Take the youngins, enjoy it, have a great time. You will love it. No disappointment whatsoever. So definitely got to put that one on your list too.
Okay. So,
gentlemen, we get into that point of the night.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So hold on. Let me say my favorite before we
Go ahead. Let's do it.
out. So because I was answering June. I was trying to type it in, but I guess because June Virgo.
I do it.
Had a question. So about the naming the teams for the states, we can just name them. We just run them off real quick.
Okay.
Ohio got Cleveland Browns and Cincinnati Bengals. Pennsylvania got Pittsburgh Steelers and Philadelphia Eagles. New Jersey have the New York Jets and the New York Giants. Texas have the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. California have
Arlington Cowboys.
The Arlington, okay. Dallas.
We're getting there right now because you want to sit there and nitpick about us.
Right. California have the Rams and the Chargers.
Yep.
The DMV
and
the 49ers.
Santa Clara.
The DMV area have Baltimore, the Ravens, and Washington Commanders.
Correct.
Who are
Florida
supposed to be in DC.
Right. Florida got the Miami Dolphins, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the
Jacksonville
soon Chicago Jaguars. And I believe that's all of them. I think that was all seven. I don't think I left anybody out. All right, so now my favorite ice cream place to go out of those three, the top two, I like 1A and 1B is Dairy Queen and Cold Stone.
I understand why.
Yes.
So I definitely get that.
those are my 1A and 1B. It depends on where I am.
Right.
As far as to which one I'm gonna go to. Where I am in the city is which one I'm gonna go to. Like I said, the honorable mention is the place on 95th and Evergreen Park. They were good. Kill Winds was kind of solid as well. When it's 3 o'clock in the morning and nothing else is available and you want some ice cream, it's nothing like rainbow sherbet from Baskin Robbins.
Yes.
I don't even know if they call them 31 flavors no more, but okay, well, yeah, Baskin Robbins.
They got 32 flavors now.
Right. Is Baskin Robbins is that good go-to at 3 o'clock in the morning because they open 24 hours. Right?
You know it.
But I'm definitely gonna take into consideration the places that y'all said because I am an ice cream dude. Once the weather start warming up, I'm trying to get ice cream.
Oh yeah.
It's because Chicago, we only get 90 days of warm weather.
That's true.
So you got to make the most of it. You got to make the most of it.
You're not lying, brother.
Got to.
All right, Turbine, man. I think we're going to call it, man.
Are we singing? Did you say we were singing?
I don't know all that.
Oh, he said,
well,
I got
the doctor's not here no more.
On the cloudy day. Okay,
he got it.
Yeah, you got it.
Well, I just want to say before we go off, big shout out to everybody that joined the show tonight. Brother Wall, Queen Kim, Sheila Atkins, Sydney, thank you as always. Maria Ware, I apologize if I forgot anybody else. I'm just going through the thread. Uncle Day, of course.
Yeah, Barbara
Jean. Thank you so much for joining as well.
And June
Virgo. Thank you so much. We greatly appreciate your time as well. Just want to give another peace and blessings again as we started the show with our condolences and well wishes to the Leak family on the passing of Spencer Link Jr. Again, thoughts and prayers with the family. Hope everything goes well and continue to rest in peace, Mr. Spencer Lee Jr. You are a great friend of my family, and we wish you and your family nothing but the best.
And I'll be remiss also, man. Although I'm adopted into the Thornwood Thunderbird family, we did lose a member of our family. Capri Austin was gunned down outside of a bar a week ago. Out in Dalton, and it's a whole fiasco with that. But prayers up to his family. He was part of the Blueprint basketball program family, and a lot of our boys actually play for that team. So prayers up to the Blueprint guys. And I hope justice is served in this situation.
Absolutely.
We definitely hope justice is served. You guys are in our prayers. Thornwood is sending condolences and prayers to these guys.
Absolutely. So, fellas, until next time, I am Titus T. Dub Williams.
Yeah, it's your boy Uncle Daddy, Chicago favorite uncle.
DJ Turbine.
Oh, you sound the same.
Man, you okay?
Okay,
Say that one more time.
I'm DJ Turbine.
There we go.
Your chest. Don't sound like a Cubs fan.
Wow.
Jesus
Cubs.
Go Cubs, go. Go Cubs, go. And as always, peace. Angel Reese All-Star.
Look at that field goal percentage.